Alright, I'm gonna do something that's potentially very stupid, but here we go. Fucking bottoms up, baby.
Let's do it. How you? You're looking. You're not looking like you're having a good time there.
I'm actually having a pretty good time. That's really good.
Oh wow, nice.
It's really good.
If I'm gonna go silly, go crazy on Sunday, I probably should not join you, but hey, maybe next week.
Whoa.
I'm gonna put this down now, and we'll see how I feel in like 30 minutes. Hi, welcome back.
Hi.
Dual Destinies.
Dual Destinies. It's already stream number 3, and this is where we're at.
That's where we're at. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Listen, I'm having a week over here. I'm allowed to
No, you're allowed.
indulge in vices that I probably should not connect with having a bad week. We are...
Who's that masked man?
That's Ninja Brian, but shut up about him. Let's focus on me. We are on trial day 1 of the monstrous toying about.
Yeah.
Let's
do it.
fucking go.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
There was furries. We had a new fruit in the purple suit.
We did.
We banished Trucy into the void.
We did, unfortunately.
We've not seen her since.
Looking
And
back-
Medaio D's nuts.
Yes.
Killed as in Slay Pussy Queen.
Killed as a slay pussy queen. What the fuck do you mean? Alright, it is April 18th, 9:15 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3.
Okay, I think I'm taking the judge to for this trial. I think that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah, that would help me a lot.
You okay, Athena? You've been really antsy ever since we got here.
I'm just excited. This is my first real court case after all.
Yeah, a real ball of excitement she is. I know just what she needs.
Athena! Holy shit! Didn't you ever learn about indoor and outdoor voices?
I'm just trying to show you the best way to relieve your pre-trial jitters.
Me when I'm excited.
By scaring the fuck out of me?
No, well, yes, but no, I find that shouting, "I'm fine!" in a loud voice really relieves stress. It's part of my Chords of Steel voice workout and a must before every trial.
You want me to shout? Here, with this Blue Yeti microphone?
Yeah, that's right. Blow that shit out. Here, I'll go first, then you try. I'm gonna be nice this time. I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine!
Alright, let me go to the other side of the room real quick. Oh wait, no. I'm Athena Sykes. Now I gotta go to the other side of the room. Hold on. And I'm fine! Did I get picked up at all?
No, you did. It was really good.
It did.
I think that actually worked.
I thought it might help. Always works for me. An old friend of mine from junior high and I say it all the time.
Anyway.
Amy will be sad she missed this. I see. A proven remedy to calm the soul. I like it.
The consumption got him.
Hey, how about we finish off with a race around the courthouse?
Love and peace, bitch. The point is to relieve stress, not get totally exhausted.
What's with all the racket, you two?
Mr. Wright. Just a little voice workout. Hey, what's with the suit?
Oh, this? This is my new character model in this game.
It looks good, Mr. Wright.
I was thinking about getting my attorney's badge back, that's all.
That's all? That's huge news! But why now?
Something to do with Capcom sales figures.
You really fucked us over, Paulo.
I have a feeling I'll be in the courtroom again sometime soon.
A nice suit. Who bought it for you? Your boyfriend?
But we can talk about that another time.
No fair. Inquiring minds want to know. But, wow.
Phoenix,
Ew.
my love!
The viscerality in that was so good.
I know.
Ew.
Ew. He's a little ugly, but it's okay. I'm
He's
so
along
he's
with
always
it.
bad,
He's
it's
got the
okay.
spirit. He's got the spirit. Although I'm
so
looking at
used to
this,
him in his usual laid-back clothes.
I'm gonna say, looking at that, almost looks like it straight up looks like the Apollo Justice art, but they just like stuck the 3D model head like in it.
I think that's what they did.
I think so, because it looked definitely more Kazuya nerdy. You can see like the eyes look
Yeah.
bigger and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It was crazy.
They just like took off his hair and like
Yeah, straight up.
just photoshopped the Kazuya Nuri art on top of it.
What were we talking
I
about
think
where
it
it was
looked-
like
I think
someone's
it looked
character
better
model
on
was
3DS.
literally oh, it was in Yakuza where someone's child character model was just the same like face from them in a different game just super glued onto a child. And I was like, wow, okay. That suit makes him look like $1 million.
Which is really funny if you put him in DLC costume.
Oh yeah.
I've seen the screenshot. I've seen the screenshot.
Isn't it the feeding outfit?
The Feeny one, yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. By the way, have you heard about the prosecutor assigned to this case?
Yeah, he's serving time and cunt.
serving
But,
cunt,
before,
but before
he was
that-
serving time, but before that, he was serving cunt. He also uses psychology.
That's right. I've heard the rumors about how he was back before his conviction. Using the power of suggestion, he could make even the most stalwart defendants confess. He used sissy hypno.
Psychology in the courtroom. Been hearing a lot about that lately. So he must be a pretty scary guy, considering he's a prison inmate and all.
So they say.
So they say,
Good.
blankets and
They do say
I know Jack has also had the experience of like, it's slow down. They'll also say he'll cut you down if you talk too much.
Oh! I knew he was gonna be bad news.
It's probably just hyperbole. At least I hope for your sake. I
Wait.
do like that. I do like that some of his like facial expressions and like tilts and stuff are modeled after BNX. It is.
It's so good. Wait, so is it true or not?
Good. Well, let's just say you should be concise and choose your words carefully. If you'd like to keep that head of yours attached to the rest of your body, that is.
Okay, that's funny. That's 1 point for
Jesus!
Dual Destinies.
Better tone down my cords of steel, too.
So, you all ready? Might be a good idea to check E, or what is it? Oh yeah, it is E. It might be a good idea to press E before stepping into the ring.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
It's
like
been a week. Okay. Yep.
What Tematara
The
looks
Warden
like.
Charm,
Warden
got from
Charm.
Jinxie. Flower, which is like
Flower.
rare. Is the mom's
Mom's
favorite. With
favorite.
the newspaper about Tematara. We have
Temataro flew through the air. How could he cross over the bridge after it burned down? Now you've
to
drank
get to
your
the other
last cup.
side. The foyer. Phineas Flynn. Oh, the
That's like-
fucking.
that's like the murder weapon.
Yeah.
The statue.
TV
the
listings.
TV listings.
Crime photo. The mask where we were like, oh
with the white
shit,
hair
it's Batman.
inside.
I
Oh, she saw Tenmataro leave.
She saw what she saw.
with like
she
a
heard what
staff
she
in
heard.
her hand.
Hey, Truce. Hey, Jinxie. And then we have Age.
She's so fucking pale.
Oh yeah.
She's pale!
Man.
Damien Tenma. We have Rex QB.
Washed out. That girl's melanin was
Bobby.
taken.
Bobby!
taken
And
away.
then
The Joker.
The
a word I
Joker,
can't say
baby.
on stream.
The Joker.
Clavier merch trauma.
Godot merch trauma.
Right, Mr. Right. But I'm fine. Daijoubu.
I'll be watching from the gallery. Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay, let's do this.
The odds of pulling this off are ridiculously low, but that's nothing new. Believe in our client.
That's nothing new. We're an ace attorney.
Seek the truth. I'm a truth seeker. I'll kiss anyone. You, your dad, you. That's all we can do.
Believe in our client. Seek the truth.
Kiss your dad.
Ace attorney. Dual Destinies available now on Nintendo 3DS.
Hang in there, Maya Tenma. Here comes justice.
Here
For
goes
the capital.
Little J.
Yay.
April 18th, 9:30 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 4.
They're called free thinkers when he says, "Here comes justice." Court is now in session for the trial of Damien Tenma.
Tenma D's nuts. Opening statement.
I know that opening statement anywhere. As chipper as ever, hey, Mr. Justice. But who is the young lady next to you?
I'm Athena Sykes, Mr. Justice's junior partner and fresh out of law school.
Oh, you're in for some fucked up shit later. Well now, full of beans too, eh? Excellent. Makes an old man feel young again.
I've never heard that phrase before.
Full of beans.
Full of
We're
beans.
so full
We're
of
so
beans.
full of beans. Now for the prosecution.
He's a ghost. We're all fucked.
It appears the prosecution is not ready yet.
He's gotta make his cool badass entrance. Don't worry about it.
We
Yeah,
gotta
probably
give him
thinking
an
of
anime cutscene.
Never fear, for I shall explain. It's just a minor procedural complication, Your Honor. The prosecutor for this case is being escorted from prison as we speak.
I keep staring at his fucking eyebrows.
I know.
They're so intense.
Prison? Oh, yes, of course. I almost forgot he's currently serving cunt.
He sure fucking is.
Ass shot. Ass shot.
Yep, Prosecutor Blackwell's an inmate.
He kind of sounds like that.
Yeah.
Hi, rated M.
But even a convicted murderer still got a job to do and duties to perform.
I love the United States.
That's so true. This is, yeah, I know. Kazuma. Ah, Twisted Samurai. What a good theme.
Alright, let me get close to my microphone, I guess.
Oh, here we go. Hey.
Hey, twirls my hair.
Kicks my little feet. Who's that with his back to us over there?
That's him. I'm sure of it. Prosecutor Blackwell.
Is the prosecution ready?
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Instantly.
I know. Enough jabbering. Get on with it already.
Of course, forgive me.
Ugh. Why are all the people related to this case so scary?
Also, why is my
Not
setting model
the sentence
so
I thought you were
stupid?
gonna say.
Prosecutor Blackwell, your opening statement, please. What's the matter?
Must we continue to fritter away time like this?
Clearly, you don't own an air fryer.
Clearly, you don't own an air fryer. It is all right there in the indictment. An opening statement would be pointless.
This song fucks.
I do like me a good 6/8.
I do like me a good clarinet.
Pointless? Well,
Looks like the cat, or in this case, the prosecutor, has the judge's tongue. Hey, that doesn't mean what you think it means, Apollo. Hey!
But we need an opening statement as an overview of the case at hand.
But Apollo, I want sloppy!
Well then, your boldness, if it's so very important, why don't you do the honors?
Who? Me?
There is a term for people who whine and fuss about how they need silly, useless things,
Brats.
You know.
and then decide they no
Morons.
longer want them once it's theirs. A selfish old fool.
Huh?
Wait, was that the prosecution's opening statement? Old dotard such as you are a plague upon the young.
Dotards.
Speak your
I
truth.
pity your poor grandchildren. Or is it great-grandchildren?
All these years, I thought the opening statement was the prosecutor's job. But I suppose I could give it a try. Might be a nice change of pace.
What? He actually fell for that? May
That
I
must have been the power of suggestion Mr. Wright was talking about.
May I approach the bitch? Excuse me? May I approach the bench?
May I approach the bitch?
The opening statement. Well, let's see here. The victim was one Rex Cuby, alderman of Nine Tails Vale. Holy shit. And the defendant, Damien Tenba, mayor of Tenma Town, is accused of his murder.
And why, pray tell, was the mayor arrested?
His prints were on the gun. Plus, he had a motive, the elimination of the biggest roadblock to the municipal merger. The caretaker and the secretary, other potential suspects, both have alibis. And his daughter, who was also in the vicinity at the time of the incident, has no motive.
So, in a nutshell,
I'd have to say the charges against the defendant are incontrovertible.
bravo your boldness. Your years of experience shine bright like your head.
Oh, flattery will get you everywhere. Guilty.
He's playing Simon Says with the judge.
Get it? His name is Simon.
Thank you. I worked hard. I've
Good.
practiced.
It's so good. It's so good. Moving right along now, let's hear from our first witness for today, Detective Fulbright.
Moving right along.
Witness, please state your name and occupation. I am the detective assigned to this case, Bobby Fulbright! Oh, and I'll also be keeping tabs on old Blackwell here. And by that, I mean I'll be... Anyway, I also heard you would provide protection if it ever came to that.
How many people are getting sloppy from Blackwell in this room today? God
Oh,
damn!
I'm beating him off!
I am under the bench at all times.
It would seem that I have been sorely underestimated.
You're sore? Let me know where it is and I'll rub it for you.
We had an agreement that we would not speak about this in public, Fulbright.
But...
What?
Still, I truly believe anyone can turn their life around. Even old Blackwell here. Oh!
Fulbright, save your platitudes for funerals. Get on with your statement.
That's the spirit. This must be swift and true. I see it in your eyes.
Are you okay, bud?
There is hope for your rehabilitation and return to society.
I love
Persona 5 reference?
I will never give up on you!
Okay.
Prosecutor Blackwell doesn't seem to intimidate Detective Fulbright.
They're fucking.
They're too intimate for that.
Well, you know what they say. Fucking is bliss.
Oh, so that's why Detective Fulbright was assigned to Blackwell. He's so oblivious.
Why are you, as a man, looking into another man's eyes and saying you can fix him?
Now, let's have your first statement, Detective Fulbright. You got it! But first I'd like to say to the defense that justice will ultimately prevail.
Thank you for your vote of confidence.
No, I wasn't referring to you as your name. Just never, don't worry about it.
Why are you capturing my cursor? Don't capture my cursor. I never want you to do that.
Alderman Cuby was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. The fingerprints of the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. At the time, Alderman Cuby was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested. Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab. But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake, and he grabbed a statue and struck back.
Alderman Cuby had been slipped some kind of sleep-inducing drug.
That's right. The accused was scared because the alderman was a former pro wrestler. So he slipped him a drug to make sure he'd be out cold and defenseless.
Well, it didn't work, clearly.
Here's the autopsy report to prove it. 320. Stabbed with a spear.
320! Okay.
320. Ugh. And the victim managed to attack his attacker despite being impaled by a spear?
Despite being speared by a spear?
Despite being penetrated by a That sounds almost superhuman. Is that even possible? Well, he was a former pro wrestler after all.
I mean, clearly it's possible because we're saying...
They're basically gods.
We're saying it happened.
That spear was probably nothing more than a mosquito bite to him.
No, he's just used to
deadly.
being penetrated.
Objection!
Not so fast! Don't try to brush it all off by saying the alderman had been a pro wrestler. Do you really expect us to believe he could fight back after being penetrated by a spear?
We're going with that, gang, huh?
Lang, save me.
Never heard of the incredible feats of which man is capable of in a pinch.
Feats?
Feet!
Like the samurai of yore, wrestlers can battle through intense pain. It sharpens their senses. Sugoi desu. I used to talk about it with a former wrestler I met in the clink.
Watashiwa. I don't know, it still sounds a little far-fetched.
Does it now? Then perhaps we should test the theory on you with the edge of my blade.
Okay, that used to be, that's more of a gay sex metaphor than I'm willing to admit here in this room with you. I didn't sign up for this. Do you think Blackwell and Jay Elbert ever explored each other's bodies?
And so your life is spared. For now.
Please let those shackles be made of titanium. I don't want to die.
My investigations are as thorough as they are foolproof, or my name isn't Fulbright. I vow to resign immediately if I ever make a false arrest.
The accused's prints were on the weapon, and he's the one person without an alibi. Quite
Whoa.
decisive evidence. Wouldn't you agree, your boldness?
The fuck was that? Your neck
Suspense
broke and your
20.
eyes glowed. What the fuck?
That happens sometimes.
Don't worry about it.
I do that sometimes.
Possessed. Yeah, it's the judge leaning towards a guilty verdict and the trial's just barely
Avatar
begun.
State or
Avatar State.
What's more, a curious rumor about the accused is making the rounds. They say he seeks the merger for the purpose of freeing Tenma Taro from his imprisonment. Truth be told, I can think, Jesus, I can think of no real reason to show interest in that backwards burg. Perhaps he's a complete nutter and really does seek to release an imaginary demon. Either way, he is raving mad, and more than capable of murdering the alderman.
Mayor's a strange one, all right. I heard he went into a blood drive, but instead of donating, he tried to make a withdrawal.
Jesus Christ.
Order! There will be no gossiping in my court!
Is that Mo? Get the fuck out.
British and text pointing reviewer.
Your boldness. Please take a gander at those charms plastered across his cranium.
What a fucking nutter.
I hear they're meant to keep him safe from possession by the demon Tenmatoro.
I mean, just look at the way he has charms on his head. What an asshole.
Then again. Goodbye. My people need me. Perhaps he's already under the demon's spell. Behold, the lunatic appears poised to lunge at you at any moment.
It goes dark and you just hear Trucy's voice like, Polly, is that you?
I'm hearing a voice!
Polly, it's me. You had to take it.
Yourself. The rumors and quirks of Mayor Tenma have no relevance to this case. Besides, those charms on his head, they're just a fashion statement. I think.
Come to think of it, such things don't seem relevant to the case, do they?
The prosecution will refrain from dragging our client's reputation through the mud.
Oh, what a dreadfully fearsome lass we have here.
Thanks for that lifeline, Athena.
Careful, Apollo. He has the judge dancing in the palm of his hand. The power of suggestion is one of the more powerful tools in Simon Blackwell's arsenal. He's trying to manipulate everyone's impressions to suit his objectives.
Yeah, isn't that...
I don't know. I think Fulbright's tool was in his arsenal the other day.
I was gonna make a psychology major joke, but...
I mean, isn't that the entire point of being a lawyer, Athena? Is manipulating people to, you know, see our point of view and win the case.
Christoph
guy
Gavin
really-
be like,
This guy really is bad news.
in any case, it seems the victim did manage to defend himself despite being penetrated.
Oh, what, puppy?
What sort of weapon did he use against his attacker?
Sex and psychology, dual
None
destinies.
other than this statue right here! It's a statue of two strange creatures locked in battle.
Yeah, let's go with that.
2 yokai, to be exact. On one side is the nine-tailed fox, and on the other, Tenmatoro.
Locked in, yeah, battle.
Quite interesting if you think about it. It's as though this very case were rendered in art.
Fox and Demon statute updated in the court record.
Mr. Justice, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Cool, I can play the game now. Lovely. I love when I can do that.
Woo!
What was your
Good play.
fucking...
often.
QB was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. Fingerprints of the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. At the time, Alderman QB was asleep from a drug he unwittingly injected. Mayor Tenma attacked his
Oh
helpless
my god, ow,
victim.
ow, 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 cat! Cat!
It probably sounded like that, but the sudden pain jolted the victim.
He just very suddenly jumped on my lap and like my legs are crossed, so I was not prepared
Ah.
for it.
Me when I get stabbed with a spear. Ow, 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 ow. Talk to me. Could he really have attacked his attacker after being impaled with that huge spear? Being penetrated, excuse
We're
me.
using... Thank you. Absolutely! After all, he was once a pro wrestler. The injustice of being drugged and impaled was answered with a righteous counterattack.
Excuse me, I
A
thought we were using the word
counter-impalement.
penetrated. But does being a former pro wrestler make him superhuman?
Absolutely. After all, he was one of the good guys. Like a superhero on the side of justice. Even though he was... Oh my gosh. Even though he was retired, he could still don his superhero guise in times of need.
Objection!
Superhero guys, you say?
Why are you talking about superhero? Why are you, a man, talking about superhero guys? You need to lay off the comic books, detective. We're talking about real life here.
Setting aside the half-wits flights of fancy, the fact is this. The court-ordered post-mortem.
It's really hard to say.
Alright, the court-ordered post-mortem concluded that the victim moved after his skewering.
Kazuma, handshake, black quill, swords, specifically katanas, struggling with tongue twisters.
Samurai.
Samurai. So he found the strength somehow to attack his attacker, huh?
Detective Fulbright's testimony sounds airtight. No wonder he's so confident.
No, he only thinks it's airtight. It's up to us to poke some holes in it. That part about the alderman fighting back sounds like a big hole waiting to be poked.
I'm gonna just tell you what the answer is.
So where the answer is?
I mean, if they couldn't lift... Okay, I'm gonna examine it first. I've made this mistake before. Can we not? Fuck me.
No.
Whatever. Whatever. Maybe this is bludgeon the mayor. So, you couldn't lift Prince off it, so you don't fucking know. You don't fucking know.
Can
He
you
could have
examine
moved, but
the
that doesn't mean he
autopsy
hit him.
report Further?
Let's
Well,
look
if
at the
there,
autopsy
if
report.
there were no prints,
I haven't played this in 10 years, so
That wouldn't make
I'm with
sense.
you, Kate, with not knowing shit. So
I mean, so he was impaled, and then he's saying
Yeah.
then he picked up a statue and went to clobber him, but there were no fingerprints on it. It's not like he would
So-
have time to wipe the prints because he fucking died.
My point... Straight... Yeah.
Objection!
there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, science. Did the alderman really strike the mayor?
What? Are you questioning my sense of justice? No, I'm questioning your logic.
I'm questioning just you in general.
I,
Look, man. Last time there was a thing here on someone's hand, I had to get nervous about it. So just... I have my eye on you.
me when the Q stands for questioning.
Questioning. Your so-called justice needs to find
LGBT.
itself a pair of legs to stand on.
Oh,
Like mine, I've got 2 legs.
Thanks, Athena.
thanks, Athena.
You claim the alderman struck. You claim the alderman struck back after. What was the line in Tam where we almost? I don't even know if it stayed, but there was a line where it was like Maya said something and she was like and Nick was just like and moved on like. What the fuck?
That's the where Phoenix is like, oh, she's the co-counsel for the case. She's like, yeah, the co-counsel. And stuck out the high five, then just kind of like, okay, yeah. That's right before the I didn't do it.
Right, I didn't do it. You claim the alderman struck back after the mayor put a spear through him. But the statue he supposedly used to defend himself creates a major hole in your theory.
A major hole, you say?
That's what they called me in college.
Oh, that's me. It would appear that the defense has a counter argument. Very well, let's hear what the defense thinks is odd about the detective's statue theory.
There are no fingerprints!
Where are those grippers?
Where are those grippers, dog? There are no
Where are those-
fingerprints on the supposedly crucial piece of evidence. And if you look at the crime scene photo, where the fuck is it? You'll notice that the alderman isn't wearing gloves.
Yeah.
You know, fingerprints are like the ballistic markings of a hand.
What's really funny is that ballistic markings is the one that stuck, even though in most of the games they actually switched them to the correct terminology, which is rifling marks.
Rifling marks, yeah.
Yes, I believe he is quite sauceless indeed.
He's got no riz. If he touched the statue with his bare hands, he's got bare hands. He should have left some fingerprints. Detective Fulbright, you did take that into account during your investigation, didn't you?
This is a really good remix.
Iwadare's arrangement. Ugh, this can't be happening. Did I arrest the wrong man? And it's based off of the orchestral arrangement.
I know, it's so good. Really good soundtrack in Dual Destinies. You did it, Apollo! You knocked Detective Fulbright right off his high horse!
Well,
New
it's
chapter
just
of
one
Trials
point in our favor.
2013.
Who do you suppose clubbed the mayor if it wasn't the alderman?
Well, if it wasn't the alderman, that means someone else must have clubbed the mayor.
Thanks,
Ace
Apollo.
Detective!
Thank you. It has to be someone in Inova.
Must be someone in Nine Tails Vale.
Ace Detective, Ace Attorney.
You mean there was a third party there in the Fox Chamber?
Which means he was shot with a gun.
With the gun.
Wow. Wait, here it is. Here it is.
Like
Ready?
magic.
Ready?
Oh, it's so good.
A third party has hit the Fox Chamber.
A man has killed another man in
Man
Lego City.
in Lego City. A man has fallen for a man in Lego City. Exactly. This could be the big break we've been looking for.
There does seem to be a hole in the prosecution. Professor, I love
Professor.
that it cuts
Professor.
right. It cuts right to. There seems to be a hole in the prosecution, and it cuts to fucking Fulbright. Prosecutor Blackwell, would you care to respond to the defense's assertion?
No.
No.
Nah.
The least you could do is look at me. Well, you never look at me during.
Hold
The
on,
least
hold
you
on,
could-
hold on. I gotta let somebody in. Oh,
Yep.
give me 5 seconds. I'll be right back. Ah!
The least you could do is look at me while being dismissive.
Hello, I'm in the middle of the stream. I'm so sorry. No, you're good. Go back to stream. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, I'm back.
The least you could do is look at me while being dismissive.
Oh, what the hell? Sorry, something opened. I forgot this computer was a touchscreen. Your mind is as dull as an unhoned blade, Justice Dono.
Justice Dono? He's been watching too many samurai flicks.
It will take far more than that to cut down Simon Blackwell.
Do you want me to try?
A whelp such as you has no hope against my superior swordsmanship.
This is a
Should have called him Forehead Dono.
Forehead Dono.
this is a trial, not a sword fight, Prosecutor Blackwell.
Is that a
For
challenge?
now. What the fuck does that mean?
There's a perfectly good explanation for the lack of prints on the statue. You might recall that blood-stained cloth found at the scene of the crime. Well, it just so happens that the blood was the mayor's.
So, what are you getting at?
Hone your mind, boy. Why was there blood on that cloth? Solve that riddle, and you shall see that the hole you thought you found is but an illusion.
It's all an illusion.
Show me hole, boy.
Show me hole.
I was about to say me when I'm trying to find Blackwell's hole,
He's
but it's
laughing
no
in the other
illusion.
room.
How was that? Show me hole, boy. I guess his argument would be it was used to wrap the statue. So that's why there would be no fingerprints on it.
No fingies.
No fienders! Maybe the alderman
say
wrapped
that
the statue.
again.
No fienders! Maybe the alderman wrapped the statue in the cloth. In short, he wasn't touching the statue directly when he used it to strike back at the mayor. Oh, shit!
Precisely. Bully for you, boy.
Aw, it was nothing.
Apollo!
The fuck, man?
Ah, fuck! Don't let him start I almost read that as mansplaining.
Don't let him do that either.
There's a wonderful Athena line in, I think, Spirit of Justice I can't wait to get to.
Don't let him start manipulating you too. You just closed the hole!
Damn it, I closed his hole! Damn it! I did? Fuck, I did.
I will say that
Right.
Phoenix does this all the time too. When he's like, obviously this is wrong. This must be the truth. And the prosecution's like, you are a fucking dumbass. You can solve the case for me.
Congrats.
Ah.
Ah!
Right. That's
No,
a
I'm
st-
justice.
That a statue wrapped in cloth would leave no fingerprints is as plain as day. Good lord. I cannot
I'm not
read.
Miss Evans, I'm Jason.
But this also proves there are no holes in our theory of the alderman striking back.
Oops. Ah! He's adopting a fan.
Now do you see how dull your mind is?
I'll make sure to sharpen it next time.
A particularly frightening inmate once told me that. He always tenderly honed his blades before he went to work, like the samurai of yore.
I think that might have.
I just like him saying, like the samurai of yore, about stuff that has nothing to do with it. He's like, an inmate told me once that he always separated his colors from his darks when he did the laundry, like the samurai of yore.
A samurai of yore.
I don't need to know that he just honed his blades. Is that what he called it? Sure.
Samurai sounds more like a homicidal maniac to me.
Actually,
Woo!
he was working in the prison kitchen at the time.
Wait, so the inmate was a murdering samurai prison chef? That's a new,
Alright,
like,
that's enough.
Danganronpa OC.
It would seem that the victim and his killer were the only ones there after all. Guilty.
I was kind of attached to that hole.
What?
I was kind of attached to that hole. Now what?
You can't just
This
say
is my hole.
Apollo,
say
you
that,
can't
Apollo.
just say that!
Apollo, what the fuck?
Apollo, I just thought of something.
Impressive.
Maybe stop saying hole. I think it's a double entendre.
If they
What if they think you're talking about his anus?
Athena, you can't just say that, and then the cycle continues.
Earnestly unaware Athena lore drop.
If they didn't find anyone's fingerprints on the statue, who's to say someone other than the alderman didn't hit the mayor with it?
Why didn't I think of that? Anyone could have not left prints on it.
Then who, pray tell, struck the mayor with the statue?
Red, white.
The real murderer, of course.
Please, illuminate us with your wisdom, young lady.
There's only one answer. The real killer!
prove the existence of this real killer, then. What evidence have you?
I love turnabout goodbyes.
Oh, I'll give you evidence, all right. And then she goes and
Jesus!
punches him.
Athena! Athena! Down, girl. Are you sure about this?
To borrow your words, Apollo, I'm fine. Take a look at this.
Hey, look at this.
Black feathers and tracks, allegedly from a yokai, were found at the scene. I believe they're from the third party who struck the mayor with that statue.
Is the defense actually suggesting some sort of monster killed that alderman?
That's exactly what I'm suggesting.
Objection!
No, Athena! You just lost our little credibility we had left.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. Guess I got carried away.
Mr. Justice, we've had no time to deal with objections between members of...
Sorry, Your Honor. It's just, this kid's still, well, a kid.
Ouch. Fuck you! I'm reporting this to Mr. Wright.
Nuh-uh!
Yeah-huh.
Nuh-uh!
Yeah-huh.
So!
Mr. Wright's just like watching from the gallery like...
He's like eating popcorn like, haha, these kids.
Oh, I was about to say, like, it's not the face palm, it's the... I'm so glad I brought these two together. This is so funny.
I'm so proud of my kids.
So, is this... Makes me wish I had a daughter.
Anyway.
I seem to recall... sometimes I hear a strange voice coming from a void, but it's nothing.
Help me! Daddy!
This is too
Kids?
sad. I can't even...
So cold!
So cool.
Oh no, it's the flashback dimension, that's it. That's gonna be the bit.
It's just me here with Mr. Latouche.
It's really awkward!
Ren. Breaking out the old hits, Ren.
So is this going to believe the feathers and tracks are from a yokai, as you put it?
No, Your Honor. I believe they're a fabrication.
I hope.
The real killer... The real killer wants us to believe some sort of monster murdered the alderman.
Interesting. And why do you suppose the killer would do that?
So that they don't get fucking caught, Your Honor. What do you mean? What do you mean? Why indeed?
Mr. Justice, you seem as new to this as your partner is.
Ouch! This I'm not reporting to Mr. Wright.
He's already
I can
here.
fucking see you!
Oi, Fulbright. Explain to his baldness what these brats are missing.
This...
No. The who and why behind those feathers and tracks.
Ahoy.
Ahoy. Me when I answer the phone by saying ahoy.
Ahoy, hoy. You mean you can explain all that?
Our investigative prowess is without equal.
What the fuck? I'm starting to think I chose the wrong profession.
That's a good Apollo line.
What am I doing here?
Very well.
I'm not getting paid enough for this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be
let's hear about
included anymore.
That's okay, Phoenix. You can take the game back.
See, the difference between Phoenix's personality and Apollo's personality is that Phoenix is like, look at all these weirdos. Thank God I'm normal. And Apollo is like, I don't know why I'm here. Please, I want to leave.
Mr. Wright, I don't want to be here. Mr. Wright, kids are drinking alcohol. I'm scared. I want to go home.
Let's hear about these so-called yokai feathers tracks. This entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush opposition to the municipal merger. Mayor Tenma panicked when the amazing Ninetails helped embolden the protesters. So he stoked the villagers' fears by fabricating a monster! The strange feathers and tracks he planted made it look like a yokai was the killer.
I love how there's so much focus on this like weird political merger, like fucking Phantom Menace ass case.
Yes!
Yes!
The difference is that the Phantom Menace is good.
So true. Those
We'll
feathers
talk
and
later.
tracks stoked the villagers' fears. Listen, I am also a prequel defender. Mainly because
but the
they were my
Phantom
hyperfixation when I
Menace-
was 7.
Yes.
Phantom Menace has the Darth Maul fight, okay?
Okay, well, the Darth Maul
It also
fight
has
fucking...
Natalie Portman.
Yes, the Darth
Phantom
Maul fight
Menace.
fucking rocks. I just, up till that point, I rewatched it last year, and I've never been more bored in my entire life. And I'm just like sitting there, and I'm like, well, the pod racing is coming up. Surely that will be fun. It was not. It was all so boring. Sorry. Anyway, let's continue with this case.
Yes. Absolutely. He knew exactly how to prey on their superstitious mind.
Those feathers only gave weight to the idea that the alderman was slain by a demon.
Slay Pussy Queen.
Slay Pussy Queen. The accursed demon Tenmataro, that is.
Tenma, huh?
Tenma D's nuts!
These nuts.
Me,
He like walks over to Black Quill and just like, BOOM! Got him.
Tenmataro, the legendary demon locked away in the village's forbidden chamber. From a young age, the villagers are taught to fear the great black-feathered demon. And thus were they blinded to other, more plausible explanations.
Hold it!
Shut up. Before we start letting our imaginations run wild, isn't there someone else that could be considered a suspect?
Mr. Justice, please explain yourself.
On the day of the incident, there was a special event held at QB Manor. And as part of this event, there was someone dressed in the likeness of Tenmataro. Obviously, this person is a much more likely suspect than any legendary demon.
Objection!
There it is. Jesus.
Dullard, you are playing right into the killer's mind games.
What?
Listen here. Listen here, boy.
See my fail posts, boy.
He's like, I'm trying to think. He's about like 15%. Okay. He's a different kind of shit. What's the word I'm looking for?
Asshole.
Pretentious. He's like 15% more pretentious and 15% less pretentious than Van Zeek's, but in like completely different areas.
Yeah, we'll get to see like the dorky side of him too. I was like, oh, I forgot that he's a fucking nerd.
Yes.
I mean, he's already a nerd. You've got like the whole like samurai aspect thing, which is so funny, but yeah.
Listen here, boy. I'm the PS5 speaking to you inside your brain.
Listen here, boy. I'm the PS5, speaking to you inside your brain. Listen to me. Leave the girl. We don't need her.
Don't need her.
Doop boopy doop. Free will is an illusion. The feathers and tracks were merely red herrings. The villagers believe the murder to be the work of the real Tenmataro. However, the police believe that the person in the Tenmataro suit is the killer.
Ah!
The defendant sought to sow this confusion in order to deflect blame away from himself. However, he was knocked unconscious by the alderman. And thus our mentally deficient mayor was caught red-handed at the scene of the crime.
Objection!
Do you honestly believe Mayor Tenma would do something so stupid?
Objection!
Well, he is a professional wrestler.
I will
The
not
evidence-
tolerate slander
Not
against
the other guy.
The evidence speaks for itself. Fulbright.
Hi! I'm here! Right. It was the mayor's last-ditch effort to stop the opposition before things got crazy. Crazy in the ring!
There we go.
The amazing Ninetales was fueling both the yokai craze and the anti- Plus, he's one of the better-known masked wrestlers and the hometown favorite. That's why the mayor panicked and set out on the path of injustice. But do the people of Ninetales Vale really believe a yokai is behind the crime? Yokai sightings are an everyday event, then. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Fucking idiots. I must say, a crime that preys upon innocent, impressionable minds. Fucking idiots.
Just so. A particularly silver-tongued inmate once had the following words for me.
So
Fucking
cold.
idiot.
The innocent of heart are the easiest prey.
You don't say. Was this inmate a con artist?
No. He was framed for the murder of his beloved. I actually felt sorry for the poor chap.
Wait, so he wasn't the predator, but rather the prey?
Yes, well. Now then, the defense may proceed with their cross-examination. Fucking downer.
Forgot we had to do one of those. It's been
Oh
so
my
long
God.
since we've heard his testimony.
Oh my god.
Jesus, I was not-
Gameplay.
Boys be yapping.
Boys be yapping, women be shopping. Entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush opposition with the municipal merger. Mayor Tenma panicked when the amazing Ninetales helped embolden the protesters. So he stoked the villagers' fears by fabricating a monster. The strange
Boy, boy,
feathers
boy.
and tracks he
Boy, boy,
planted
boy.
made it look like a yokai was the killer.
Boy, 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 boy. What?
Can it not have just been the dude dressed up as a yokai? I mean, hold on, what? What? This entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush opposition to the municipal merger. Okay. I mean, how would he have planted them is my question. I kind of want to go with that, but I've made the mistake of going for it too fast before. But like, how the fuck would you do that? There's no, how did you do that?
Well, let's think about what we know. We had the we had the statement from Jinxie that she saw, like, she saw Tenmataro leaving, right? So we can assume probably that there was someone in there in the Tenmataro suit that left something behind.
I know, it's just the argument that Fulbright's making is that
Yeah, I think it's
Mayor
best
Tenma
just
did it.
Getting some more info, like why,
Yeah.
how, from him.
Fucking. Alright, we press.
Hold it!
We play the
Fucking
game,
press.
sure. Did the murder and yokai evidence really stoke the villagers' fears?
Absolutely, it had an immediate effect. The presumed return of the dreaded Tenmataro has them shaking in their boots. Oh my, is it really that bad?
That superstitious lot. It's as if Jack the Ripper had been set loose in their village.
England reference.
The mere thought of that.
Blish!
Ooh, tea and crumpets.
What a bottle.
What a bottle.
What a bottle.
What a ball.
The mere thought of that demon lurking about is
Corky
enough to
stick
spark a
handle.
max exodus.
God damn it.
A Tuesday in it.
Tuesday, innit?
I see. It's a very persuasive argument.
A Tuesday, innit? The mere thought of His Honor buying into Simon the Psycho Slasher's words.
The hash slinging. The slash slinging.
Makes me want to spark my own exodus out of the courtroom right about now.
So you see, there can only be one reason why anyone would plant those feathers in tracks.
Like a yoga. But like, it was, though. Like, it was, though. Go off. You're looking up videos on the YouTube! But it doesn't add up. If what you say is true, why top it off with murder?
Hmm? What do you mean?
You claim that our client planted the yokai evidence to stoke the villagers' fears. If so, then why not stop there? Why murder Alderman QB?
Excellent point.
Thank you. It is! It is, isn't it? So, Your Honor agrees there was no reason for the murder,
So you
correct?
agree?
So
There's
you
no reason
agree
for-
that this is your toothbrush?
Perhaps the killing was on the spur of the moment.
You're saying it wasn't... So you're saying it wasn't premeditated?
From the outset, I had no intention of paying heed to any of your babble. However, the fact is, the mayor made a startling discovery.
A startling discovery? Why don't I like the sound of that?
Alderman QB's secret identity. Apollo, I think Prosecutor Blackwell has figured out the Alderman's secret identity.
What makes you think that, Athena?
What makes
That's
you
why
think
I
that,
fucking said
Athena?
that.
But even if he has...
I don't know. I just want to feel included.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to feel included.
Why would it be a motive for the mayor to commit murder?
This is not good.
This patch of fur was discovered at the crime scene. It's from the mask worn by the amazing Ninetails. Therefore, we can conclude that this mask was at the crime scene.
Oh my, but why would it have been there?
How the fuck did it get there?
The victim was a former pro wrestler and a member of the anti-merger movement. Need I say more?
That's gotta, like, hurt when you do it that hard.
Could it really be?
Your boldness has had an epiphany, I see. Our victim, Rex QB, was the amazing Ninetails. And the mayor's discovery of this fact was his motive for murder.
No! What? Fuck! Can a man just not wrestle with another man anymore?
Order! Order! What a shocking development. No one fucking saw this coming. A motive clearer than crystal clear.
What do we do now, Apollo?
I didn't think they'd tie the Alderman's secret identity to the mayor's motive for murder.
At last, we've reached my real point. Why did the Alderman have to forge a secret identity?
Because he wanted to wrestle with other men!
Does it not pique your interest, your boldness?
It does. It is odd yet to create this other persona.
Persona.
Baby, 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 baby.
baby, 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 baby!
Just to secretly participate in the anti-merger movement. Just to
Very
be
s-
silly.
Silly Goofy.
Very astute of you, your boldness.
He was in a silly, goofy mood.
Right, now take a look at this. Zip. If you value your dearest's life, you will merger Ninetails Vale with Tenma Town. This blackmail letter was found in Alderman QB's pocket.
Merge her? I hardly know
We
her.
know her!
At present, the Alderman's wife is in the hospital. And that letter is clear evidence the mayor was blackmailing him by threatening her life.
Wait, didn't the blackmail letter sent to Mayor Tenma go missing? Right after the alderman's murder?
You think maybe the killer took the letter from the mayor after the murder and planted it into the alderman's pocket?
It's possible. But we don't have any proof that's what happened.
Talk about being up the creek without a paddle.
Oh, shit's Creek.
Yes, you can say Shit's Creek. You can say it. This is a rated M game. You can say it.
Not anymore. Mayor Tenma
You
would've
lost
made a
your
clean
chance,
getaway
Apollo.
if he just left after planting the yokai. But he was knocked out cold by a sudden decision to kill the Amazing Ninetail. So it was the Amazing Ninetails' counterattack that brought the entire crime to light.
Wait a sec. Fulbright's claiming that the mayor killed the alderman after planting the yokai evidence, and that the mayor was knocked out cold immediately after that. Detective Fulbright, please add your previous statement to your testimony. Oh my god, that's right, we're doing a cross-examination.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Mayor Tenma killed the sleeping alderman
Yamazaki
after...
do be yappin'.
Planting the feathers
God,
and
he be
tracks.
yapping. Mayor Tenma killed the sleeping alderman after planting the feathers and tracks.
I think the fact that like so often the cross-examination music like goes away makes us easily forget that we are still in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so he killed the alderman after planting the feathers and tracks. So if that was the case, what would we expect?
Okay, hold on. If Mayor Tenma killed the sleeping alderman after planting the feathers and tracks, how... I mean, my question is, like, if the...
There are bloody footprints and black feathers scattered
on top
of
of
the
the blood. So that doesn't fucking work. Unless you've just got spare blood, and I don't think that's the argument you're trying to make.
blood.
That would be fucking metal as hell, though, but I don't think that's the argument you're trying to make.
Did you hear about the blood withdrawal from the blood bank?
Objection!
Nuh-uh.
No! What do you mean?
Fuck you mean,
well, like you don't
nuh-uh.
have spare blood. I don't think I have enough blood.
Nuh-uh.
Detective Fulbright, your sense of justice is anything but fair.
What's this? You dare question my justice again?
Yeah, I'm gonna prove it to you. You're a loser. Take a look at Taylor's photo.
This is the crime scene photo. Just what does this prove?
Another drink. It proves when the feathers and tracks were planted.
But I already told you they were planted before the murder. The defendant planted the yokai evidence, then was knocked out while killing his.
No, but that would be impossible. If you look right here, it's clear when the feathers and tracks were left at the scene. Click the blood.
Take that!
Aren't you just pointing to the yokai feathers and tracks, Mr. Justice?
Yeah? See how the feathers are on top of the blood and the tracks were made in blood? In other words, hold my hand, the yokai evidence could have only resulted after the murder.
The mayor must have planted the evidence after killing the alderman.
But you said it yourself, the mayor had been knocked unconscious thereafter. There would have been no time for him to plant any evidence at all. Therefore,
Perchance.
there must have
can't
been
just
someone
say
else
perchance.
besides the mayor and the alderman at the crime scene.
Ah, there must be some mistake.
Can't just say perchance.
Order! Order!
I forgot God, how stupid that looks.
It does look pretty dumb.
Really just an elbow hinge.
Where's your evidence? You can't possibly have any, can you?
Evidence. Oh, I have evidence. In fact, I have an eyewitness's testimony for you.
You do? But how? Was my wanted sense of justice really just half baked?
No. No, this can't. No.
Oh, I'm a little birthday boy. You wouldn't be mean to me on the witness stand on my
You're gonna say my
birthday,
sense
would
of
you?
justice is wrong on my birthday? Oh my god.
Yeah, on my
You're driving me to drink here, man. Oh my god. What does this remind you of, Jupiter? While I'm making mistakes over here.
What could it possibly?
Oh.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh my God, sorry. Well, Kate's.
Oh, boring.
No, I don't know if I can do that. Blackwell's voice doing that. No.
It's time to find out.
No, I swear to God. Every time somebody does ooh time, I'm like, this is a slight against me specifically.
I'm taking it personally.
I am. Stop it.
All right, you know
Stop
what?
watching our stream.
That's gonna
Stop
be my
engaging
treat
with
after
the
we do-
channel. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Jupiter.
He's taking this really hard. Oh, it's gonna turn into Trucy. Damn it. Okay.
Mr. Justice. Well, Mr. Justice.
What?
What is his testimony in regarding? Now it's fucking Hotel Mario. What is his testimony regarding a third party that you have? If you need instructions for how to get to the hotels, check out the enclosed instruction book.
I have it right here, Your Honor. It's the sworn testimony of Mr. Tenma's daughter. The witness, J.C. Tenma, saw a yokai in the hallway after stumbling upon the scene. It was the demon Tenma Taro. He's the source of those feathers and twacks.
He's just standing and pointing.
Will somebody please say something?
The defense will explain to the court exactly what he means. You dare to mock this court of justice itself? You're unfit to bear your name,
Boy!
Yo, Bo, I don't think I could do the accent. I really don't. Your boldness. It appears our defense attorney here is delirious from exhaustion.
Yay!
Delirious is a good word.
Delirious.
Hold it! Apollo, think of something quick before you're held in contempt of court.
What do you think I'm trying to do?
Ah!
Ah! Before you decide whether I should step down, please hear me out.
Very well, Mr. Justice. I'm all ears. But you better explain yourself well. What was this yokai you were talking about?
I saw in this statement here. Jinxie Tenma, she saw Tenma Taro. After she discovered the crime scene and called the police, she came around a corner in the hall. It was around here that she saw Tenma Taro fleeing toward the foyer. The defense asserts that whoever was impersonating this monster is the one who left those feathers and twacks behind, intentionally or otherwise.
How incredibly unjust! Oh, why haven't I heard about this before? Defense is proving on someone else.
So the man wasn't a killer?
What's that all set up? The man is a convicted felon afterward.
Apollo! The momentum has shifted in our favor.
Good. Now let's keep it that way.
Objection!
No.
Little do you realize that though you are in the midst of a fray, your sword is broken.
My sword.
It's like
I
evil
only have one to
Elmerfoot.
break. Congratulations on your bottom, Sojui King. Are you implying there was a problem with my queen?
With my sword.
Are you implying there's a problem with my sword? It's average. It's average. A lot of people say it's big, actually.
Consider this. If that yokai impersonator had indeed fled toward the foyer, that fool and that fop would have seen him.
I could not do any ooh for that.
Yeah, there was really nothing in that
There
one.
was no ooh.
Fool and fop? Oh, you mean Filch and Webel. Now you mention it. Fop mentioned.
Both Phineas Filch and Forwent Wobel were in the foyer at the time.
Forwent Wobel.
Forwent Webel was very good.
But they haven't stated that they saw a yokai, have they? Did you ever consider that yokai was but a figment of a scared little girl's imagination?
Oh, why didn't those two see the Tematawa when Personato
God.
passed by? Forwent
Why
Webel,
don't we ask
save
them
me.
ourselves?
Save me, Forwent Webel. I was just about to say that myself. No, really, I was. The first would like to call Mr. Phineas Filch, caretaker of Kubi Manor, to the stand. I just know he must have seen something.
I suppose we can't ignore the fact that the little girl believes she saw a monster.
No, that's a fate worse than death.
Oh, we already have a French asshole in this case. We don't need to. I trust you have no objections to Mr. Justice's request, Prosecutor Blackwell. Gay Luigi.
Hey, Luigi. Hello, Mario.
Hello, Mario. I understand that Mr. Filch is enjoying a nap out in the lobby.
I knew that Tanuki.
Yeah, great. It is turning French. Fuck.
Was a rare find. But when we captured him, I didn't think he'd end up a witness. Do with him as you will.
Did he just say captured? No, wait, I don't want to know.
Very well then. Bailiff, please go wake Mr. Filch and escort him to the witness stand.
Sorry, I just noticed the Ace Attorney Twitter made a Breaking Bad joke. I wasn't
Yeah.
ready for that.
Yeah.
The Ace Attorney Twitter makes a lot of jokes it probably should not be making, but you know what? I'm all for it.
Well, you know
Good
what?
for them. Good for them.
You know what?
The one
What
that
else-
was like,
What else have they got? Let's be
truly,
real. What
the
else are
one
they
that
gonna
was
do?
like Apollo going like, huh, is this one of these ships I've been hearing about? I was like, shut up, Capcom intern.
Shut up.
Slash affectionate.
Yeah, please make me a partner, Capcom. Please, it's been so long. Please.
All right, have we graduated from the uwu?
I think we got. Yeah, I'll say we
Yeah.
graduated.
Will the witness state his name and occupation, please?
Everyone wants what the Sonic's Twitter has. Bottoms up.
That's you, Kate.
I know.
Okay.
I can hold on. I can feel it in my eye sockets. Hang on. The name's Filch, Phineas Filch, caretaker of QB Manor. I don't think this was your voice, but it's what it is now. Oh, and this is for you, your lordship. It's just a little something I thought you might like.
Oh my, what a fabulous pair of shoes. Your Honor will do just fine, Mr. Filch.
Ah, it's those shoes again.
Don't they belong to Detective Fulbright?
Don't tell me Filch stole them again. They're all yours, your honorship, sir.
What? But they seem awfully expensive.
Yep, too expensive for me, but I reckon they'd be perfect for someone like you on a ship.
It's a kind gesture, but legal ethics dictate I can't accept such gifts.
Since when did you give a shit about legal ethics? Aw, ethics, methics. Just take them if you want them. Polish them up real nice for you, too.
I'm sorry about the shoes, Mr. Filch, but I will accept your testimony. The court would like to hear whether you saw Tenmataro. Looks at Blackwell.
For
It's just like a completely like different pronunciation. It's like guarding the foot. Like looks at Blackwell. Blackwell shakes his head. Looks at Athena. Athena shakes his head. Front room.
The door room,
Bye.
room with the door in it.
in the foyer. At the time of the moida, I was on guard duty in the foyer, just like Mr. QB asked. I was making sure no one, fair, foul, fishy, or fuckable, could get to our guest. I was still in my office keeping a good watch when the moida happened after 3 p.m. I didn't see nothing out of the ordinary, no siree. I was too busy making sweet, sweet gay sex love.
That yokai you keep jabbering on about was but a phantom of a little girl's dreams.
Ba- 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 So you're telling this court that you never saw anyone dressed up like Tenmataro? Yup, was God in the whole time. That's the truth, the holy truth, and none but a truth. Tenmataro, nut of butter. You don't really believe in all that yokai mumbo jumbo, do ya? I certainly don't.
Oh.
My bracelet. I have an animation for it. Whoa!
Moida.
These nut of butter.
Something the matter, Apollo?
Nut of butter, truth, and Judge Judy and executioner are shaking hands. My bracelet keeps squeezing my arm.
Really? That's weird.
Yeah. Anyway.
So you think Mr. Tanuki, I mean, Filch, has been lying to us?
I wouldn't rule it out. Now, if I could just zero in on a tell. Some sort of nervous habit. Ah, Jesus! Hi, Tonka! Hi, bud!
I forgot that this is why you can't use it in... I straight up forgot that this is why.
Hi, Tonka!
I love that they have an actual explanation.
Bird.
Bart!
Bart!
Fuck him! Could have lived a much longer life of 3 seconds. What the? What's a hawk doing in here?
Sorry, I love them. It's so
Yeah, allow me to
cute.
just... It's like...
that was in character.
His voice just changes. Allow me to
Allow me to introduce my trusty cohort, Taka. He seems to have taken quite a liking to the courthouse. Made it his new home, in fact.
He looks so
I'm sure
happy
everybody-
being scritched.
I'm sure everybody in this chat already knows this, but for the viewers watching at home, Taka is Japanese for hawk. So he just named his hawk Hawk, which I love.
He doesn't live with you, you know, in jail? Has ever heard of a courthouse bird?
Yeah, he hangs around the big clock
Whoever heard of a courthouse bird?
next to all the library books.
He has a lot of friends up there. It's just...
Taka simply loathes trickery and fraud.
Oh, ayo.
And that queer seems to have offended my dear bosom buzzard.
Taka is a homophobic dog. It's just a picture of Taka. I know what you are. You're gonna make me say the word. I just don't think it's normal. You look like you owned an IKEA shark. I have a slur to say. It isn't some sort of trick. I won't be able to spot squat because of this hawk. What the heck's going on around here? Run for the hell! What the heck's going on around here?
No pets or other animals allowed in the. I don't want to go through that shit. Somebody help.
Oh, he's merely having a bit of sport. He won't harm you, save when he's truly famished.
In that case, Prosecutor Black, will ensure your further friend is properly fed?
He's doing little scritches.
Little scritchy.
I don't think I've ever properly looked at Taka. This is like the difference between. This is why I'm a weird human being.
Looks like we have to do this the old-fashioned way.
We'll be fine. I think. If there was someone dressed as Tenmataro there, Filch should have seen him. We'll just have to put our faith in Jinxie's statement for now.
Mr. Justice, please proceed with your cross-examination.
He's just hanging out. Cool bird, cool bird, cool bird.
Having a good time,
Having a good time. No one very foul, fishy, or fuckable could get to our guest. I was still in my office, keeping a good watch when the murder happened after 3 p.m., but I didn't see nothing out of the ordinary, no siree.
I should probably be looking at the walkthrough. Hold on.
I'm looking at the transcript.
I know, it's just like. Oh yeah, I forgot we're in a cross-exam. Oh, okay, cool. Yay!
Don't lie to the court like that, Mr. Filch. Hey, it ain't right to bushwhack a fella like that. You need consent. Unfortunately for you, I have evidence that proves you're lying. If you look at this TV listing here, you'll see that at the time of the crime, there was a pro wrestling match scheduled. Something you'd never miss. Hey! I did watch that one, no siree. I was doing my job like I was supposed to. This guy doesn't know when to give up. Mr. Filch, someone even circled the match. It was you, right? Yipes! Not only that, you even told me you watched it. You said, and I quote, it was a complete disaster. Ugh! Oh god, I can't breathe. So, do you admit to slacking off?
Do you admit to jacking off?
Do you admit to jacking off? You can't trick me with your booty poo lawyer talk. I'm one of the professional types too. I wasn't fucking another man. I can do double duty, watching TV and fucking a man at the same time. The only thing Filch can claim to be a professional of is professional thief.
Mr. Justice, you would have this court believe that the witness was jacking off?
That's correct. He claims
Just
to have
clip
been
that.
watching claims to have been watching TV and the foyer at the same time. It's nothing but a bald-faced lie.
Bold, you say, but I'm not the one who's lying. Witness, Mr. Justice.
Boo.
And in any case, let's see what evidence. Give me
Evidence. Prove it. There's a camera system, isn't there? Hold on.
Yeah, there sure is.
It's watching the foyer. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
if it's not that,
Camera
that's
in it.
silly.
It's got the
Please
camera
take a
in it.
look at the direction the TV is facing in this diagram. Now, unless Mr. Filch has eyes where his right ear should be, I think it would be impossible to watch the foyer entrance and the TV at the same time.
Well, yes, someone watching TV there couldn't possibly see the entrance.
Exactly. And that means, Mr. Filch, you were jacking off and were not watching the foyer as you claim.
God damn
Yes!
it.
Bags out of the cat! I mean, go way round. Oh, he's got his little crate. That's amazing.
Oh yeah, the little
Orange crate.
like, yeah. Order in the court. Order in the court. But Mr. Justice, is Mr. Filch's less than stellar work ethic relevant to this case?
Horrifyingly so, Your Honor, because while he was jacking off watching TV, there really could have been a Ted Mataro impersonator in the foyer.
The worst part is that it
What
worked.
now?
Granted, this Tanuki was lax in his duties, but he still had the foyer entrance covered.
Hey, I missed last stream. Why is Phil horny?
I
Oh,
think
'cause
that
he
this
is-
is.
Because we have no other bits.
Oh yeah, LaBelle.
Yeah,
no, that's true.
we-
though.
all reliable.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
also he and LaBelle were fucking in the foyer. I
They had a
believe
little
was the bit.
situationship going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
This. Look at my cool bird.
I'm not a
Succumb
mind
to his
reader.
succumb
Ah!
to his inherent magnetism. Auditory sense. His eyes may have been jacking off, but his ears were still hard at work. Right, Tanuki?
They were? I mean, yes! Yes, they were! But you already admitted to jacking off. Now you say you weren't? My eyes might be lazy, but my ears ain't. I would've heard anyone in the foyer. You see, the foyer floor and stairway get all creaky squeaky when someone fucks on them. Creak, creak, creak. Loud enough to wake the dead, I reckon. So what you're saying is you didn't hear anybody walk by? Yep, my ears were working full time. So who's the lion now, you no good shyster? A lying thief calling me a shyster. This has to be the low point of my fledgling career.
Second only to the time that my old mentor got arrested for murder.
Gotta hand it to you, Mr. Blackwell, sir. You really are something else. Hi, Temsek. I mean, you don't miss a thing. And them bags under your eyes, they're darker than mine.
Fair warning, Mr. Filch. Tucker is particularly fond of Tanuki. Should you lie to this court again, you may suddenly find yourself on the menu.
Yikes! Please don't eat me, Mr. Taka, sir. I'm not into vor, I'm sorry.
The witness will henceforth testify truthfully under a penalty of painful heart attacks, which I am now integrating into the punishment system of the court.
Of the court. Can we
And-
keep Taka?
And with that in mind, the court requests the witness test accordingly. Do it again.
Do it again! It's true, I was watching a pro wrestling match on the office TV. My eyes might have been jacking off, my ears, they were working overtime. Floors there all creaky squeaky like. No way I would have missed someone walking by. So you see, there weren't no Temataro in the foyer. The witness will testify again under pains and penalty of vor.
Superstition is the religion of feeble minds.
Superstition.
Understand? A simple, rational explanation is best. Forget yokai, demons, and such. We must use common sense. For lacking that, our entire world would be but upside down.
Says the convict prosecutor who is totally a sign of the end times for the legal world. And besides, if there were any yokai roaming about, I'd nab them and sell them to the zoo.
I wonder whether Jinxie was just seeing things.
I wonder what the fuck that just meant. Dude, what the fuck? That seems to be the general consensus, but I'm sticking to my guns.
But if we can't prove she saw Ted Mataro, the mayor's sure to be convicted.
I think the first, as soon as he did the little look over his shoulder, Kate's like, "Oh, I get it."
I got it. And that's kind of been it, honestly. There hasn't been, like, too much.
Simon talking like he's not in the Yokai Watch 4 localization Discord. Nice.
And we better hope my gunfire's bullets, not BBs.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Can I
when
shoot
Yokai
him?
4 gets Me when
With
Yokai
my-
4 gets Terranigma'd off the planet.
God. It's true, I was watching a pro wrestling match on the office TV. My
Okay,
eyes
so
were
think about this
itching.
carefully. His ears were working overtime. The floor there's all creaky squeaky. No way I would have missed someone walking by. The words in the Tenmataro.
Don't know if this is the statement to do it on, but this is where the idea is.
He's here. He's doing it.
Pressing.
Press him.
Hold it!
Pressing.
Press him. So you have pretty good ears, Mr. Filch. As good as they come, I'd say. Ain't nothing to hear a creaky floor. Plus, that Tenmataro makes a sound when it goes by. It's like a jingle jangle. Jingle jangle? How does he do that?
You can
He
hear my
likes to
sleigh
be
bells
included.
ring?
Ring ting tingling too. It's that staff of his cock. That's what jingle jangles. That's his balls.
Heck.
What's he talking about, Apollo?
Beats me. Off. But I guess Tenmataro has a staff that makes noise.
Come to think of it, didn't Jinxie mention something like that too? She said she saw Tenmataro holding a staff-like object that made a jangly sound.
Yeah, a staff.
I guess that's the source of the noise then.
found the
Jangly, you
source of
say? I'm gonna keep
Well,
it
Mr.
secret.
Justice, yay!
Yay!
Was that vital information?
Yeah, sure.
I found the source of the ticking. It's a pipe
It's
bomb.
a pipe bomb. Extremely vital. I request that it be added to his testimony.
Alright.
His staff would have gone jingle jangle. What if he just didn't fucking have it?
Do we remember the whole thing about the staff? Like, why that's weird?
Because it was like in the portrait or something, he didn't have a staff.
Yeah, take a look.
He has no fucking staff. What the fuck are you talking about? Hey,
Objection!
what fucking staff? His dick. Tenmataro's staff would make a jangly sound, you say? Well, I'm gonna say that your story doesn't add up.
Is there something the defense would like to share with the court?
Mr. Filch, you say that you didn't see Tenmataro on the day of the incident. Why then did you assume just now that Tenmataro would be holding a staff? Huh? You see, the Tenmataro Jinxie saw held a staff in his hands. And
See,
she
staffs
described...
Are on a sheet of, staffs are on a sheet of music.
Shut up.
Oh,
And she
sorry-
described
sorry,
its
Jack.
sound just like you did. It's a kind of jangly sound. Yes, we was holding the staff. What's your point?
Objection!
Shut up for 2 seconds. The point is that Tenmataro doesn't use a staff. Not normally. What are you talking about? You see, this is the only known document depicting Tenmataro. Is there a staff in that picture, Mr. Filch?
You're right. There's no staff. Not even a cane or a walking stick.
Ick!
So the question
You
is,
kind of look at this concert
What happened?
video.
Sugar, sugar. Let's just start with the musical. Could you imagine?
Oh God.
what happened in this 25-minute gap?
Minute gap!
Why does the witness think Tenmataro uses the staff?
I believe the answer will overturn the prosecution's case on the most basic level.
Well now, this is getting interesting.
All right, Mr. Justice, it's time to show the court where you're going with this. Please tell the court why Mr. Filch believes Tenmataro staff.
Filch is fucking stupid. Oh shit, what up? It's your boy. Mr. Filch actually saw Tenmataro right after the crime occurred. That's the only way he could possibly know about the staff. Busted a nut again!
Bloody hell, you duplicitous little...
Yes, how'd that feel, Blackwell? Not so fun
Dragging
when
these
you're on the
nuts in your
receiving
mouth.
end of the blade, is it? Yeah, you don't usually bottom out, do you? Admit it, Mr. Filch! You did see Tenmataro that day, didn't you? Well? I'm begging you, please don't make me say it! But clearly you did see Tenmataro. Stop stalling and testify to that fact! No can do! No way, no how! You ain't got no idea how terrifying he can be! He? Who? You peanut. Mr. Filch still won't admit to seeing Tenmataro, even though everyone knows he did. The question now is, why?
Mr. Filch is scared to death.
Is that why he can't admit the truth?
Come to think of it.
Do you want to use your mechanic now, Athena? That would be fun.
So fucking cold. They say you must not gaze upon Tenmataro and leave it that you do. And tell anyone what you saw, Tenmataro will claim your soul.
Jinxie wouldn't admit to seeing Tenmataro after hearing about the village superstitions. She said
Wow,
that
we
if she...
didn't even hear Trucy that time.
Crazy.
She said that if she told anyone that she had seen Tenmataro, he'd claim her soul.
Hey Athena, want to do your breach of medical ethics minigame?
Hell
Wait,
yeah,
you think-
let's commit a HIPAA violation.
Woo! Wait, you think Filch believes that too?
I just choose to believe Athena has never heard of HIPAA because she was in Europe.
So Mr. Big
Now that I'm
Time
out of
City
the
Slicker
EU,
lawyer hasn't
anything
heard about
goes.
it? When the cops aren't around, anything is legal. Them old village superstitions.
Will the defense please explain what the fuck the witness is on about?
No. The people of Ninetales Vale believe some pretty strange things. That seems rude, and their superstitions may be the reason our witness here can't admit the truth. The truth that he really did see Tenmataro. Damn straight, that's why! It's all right here! In this book that we have,
In this
sure.
book called Village Superstitions.
Superstitions.
It's so fucking stupid.
Why do you have a book, and why is it called Superstitions?
I know. It's so funny.
You're undercutting your own fucking belief system!
I just think it's really funny. Like, I can imagine someone getting actually upset at it, but I don't care. It's funny. I think it's funny.
It's a good bit, but oh my god, that's so stupid. Village superstition, me, a counselor in training, watching Athena. That is unethical and likely illegal. Anyway, do not gaze upon Tenmataro. Do not tell others if you've seen him. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it: your immediate departure from the village. Freeing him will bring ruin upon the village.
Do not gaze upon the staring at the
Do not gaze upon the Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. See? That's why us folks in Ninetales Vale can't talk about seeing Tenmataro!
Me when Zardoz. The gun is good. The penis is evil.
Truly the apologist. Well, that clears up one mystery. The killer took advantage of the superstitions by wearing a Tenmataro costume. They knew that way no one could talk about him, so it was as if he never existed. The defense holds that this Tenmataro impersonator is the true killer.
Let's go.
Objection!
Superstitions, you say? What kind of a fool would actually believe such rubbish?
I mean, enough people that they're called fucking superstitions.
And would that you...
Oh my god, that is indeed correct grammar, but I don't like saying it.
And would that using some silly fairy tale could so easily expose the culprit? And what's more... You'll need to come up with a more rational, common sense explanation than that.
Objection!
Nuh-uh. Fuck off. Your common sense seems awfully narrow-minded to me, Prosecutor Blackquill. Me,
It is
the person
you
who
who
just
is
called
not
an entire village's, like, belief system fucking stupid.
Objection!
Try living in my world of narrow cells, mortal danger, and dark, sleepless nights. There is no lack of superstitions in the clink, but few are those who truly believe in them.
Objection!
What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Well, the village superstitions are real enough to the people of Ninetales Vale. A life or death superstition might even make you a believer. You break me down, you build me up.
Order, I say.
You fool of a Tanuki! 2 times now your lies have cost me!
Sorry. I promise not to do it again.
Taka, my fine feathered friend, have at him!
Taka, kill him.
Taka, kill him!
He's gonna eat me alive. Head for the hills. Took off. Taka, kill.
Bailiff, what are you waiting for? After him with your fastest men.
That's certainly not something you see every day.
Taka, kill him. Celestia in chapter 3.
Well, it would appear it was important shit. New shit
Yep.
has come to light. we should watch The Big Lebowski on Subnet sometime.
I'll add it to the list.
I feel like that'd be right up our alley. A third party disguised as the yokai. Let's see. Now we have 2 witnesses who can attest to that fact.
It would appear a new fact has come to light. This case is fucking silly.
You don't have to turn the lights off.
We say silly. Any objections, Prosecutor
You're
Blackwood?
not annoying. Sorry.
Wait.
Oh. When I tell you that 19-year-old me was shooketh.
Shackles.
Oh my
Oh,
I get it.
Eros and Thanatos.
Justice, Dono. Long has it been since I've been forced to draw my blade. You would best say your prayers.
Ah! Oh my god, the low shot.
Every trial they make you think Apollo Justice fucking dies.
Detective, do something! Have no fear, fight is. When the going gets tough, the champion of justice gets going.
Objection!
Then get going already before he kills us.
Oh, but I stand in awe of Simon Blackwell, for it is his sense of justice set him free.
Do you want to suck him off? What is your problem?
Obviously. Objection! Objection! I object to Detective Fulbright's definition of justice.
Silence.
There it is.
He only says silence when he cuts his chains.
I'm not in the habit of cutting down unarmed cowards.
I gotta say, silence is like top voice clips in the Ace Attorney series.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
It's so good. Oh, well, in that case, Prosecutor Blackwell, can I ask you? You know.
think the judge forgot he's in charge here.
So, Justice Dono's assertion is this. Tenma Taro is the real killer, not Mayor Tenma. According to him, there was a yokai at the scene of the crime.
Right. And that yokai, or rather, whoever was impersonating him, killed Alderman Cuby.
Silence.
Mhm. Ah!
Care to explain why Jinxie, being the first to discover the murder, did not see your alleged killer yokai there in the Fox Chamber?
What? He's right. She said nothing about Tanmataro being in the Fox Chamber.
Let me enlighten you. That little scamp heard a dying scream right before she opened the chamber door.
And your point is?
Upon opening the door, she found a freshly skewed murder victim, the alderman. And the homicidal maniac who had killed him, the mayor.
No, there must have been someone just a— Ah!
Then, why does that little scamp claim not to have seen a yokai in the Fox Chamber?
Considering her father is accused of murder, surely she would have mentioned any third party that might have been in the.
I don't understand. Why didn't she see Tenmataro inside the Fox Chamber?
There is but one way to find out. Ask Jinxie Tenma whether she saw your killer yokai at the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh.
The final battle draws nigh. Only one of us will leave here alive. Long has my blade thirsted for blood. At long last it shall be sated.
Wait, this is still a trial, right?
Show me what you're truly capable of, Justice Dono.
Poor Apollo. This is the case in his first game too, but Monster's Turnabout is very much a case of terrible. Very
It's
well.
him, the ghost of Tsushima.
Both parties no doubt need some time to so the court will take a 10-minute recess in order to
3 minutes.
I'm sorry, but a 3-minute recess?
Just so. Plenty of time if your destination of intent is the loo.
The loo? Oh, the bathroom!
Sheesh.
Sorry,
Just
I don't
include
speak
enough time.
Tibu.
Sorry, I don't speak Europe. At least include enough time to wash our fucking hands.
I think that it's like broke. Simon is a British man that's a weeb. Woke. Simon is a Japanese man who's a Tibu.
I'm into it.
See that you take no more than 3 minutes. All latecomers will be punished.
Yes, sir, I hereby declare a 3-minute recess before the battle begins.
So Kazuma, yeah.
I declare Prosecutor Blackwell the winner of this round, if Simon says.
Doesn't bode well for us if the prosecutor is running the show, does it?
What gives you that idea?
April 18th, 10:40 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 5? 3.
He busted out of his shackles.
Busted in the middle of court.
Yeah. It was hot. I guess they don't make shackles as they used to.
Amy distantly laughing in the background.
Better be careful, Apollo. You've really brought out the samurai in him.
Yeah, I did.
Especially after you proved there was a Tenmataro impersonator at the manor.
Dude fucking busted a nut in the middle of court. What's with that guy in the whole samurai act anyway? He thinks he's with a mission or something.
Such fine swordsmanship. That is no mere act. Justice. It's high time I challenge this jailhouse prosecutor to a duel!
No, wait, let's save the dueling until after we prove your innocence.
First, I summon the Beaver Warrior in defense of... I suppose we could wait till later.
Does anyone remember we're conducting a fucking trial here? Athena, I'm gonna go wash up.
Remember what Blackwell said, Apollo? Don't be late!
Don't worry, 3 minutes is all I need, Athena. For late teens, 10:43 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4.
Me when I go freshen up.
We gonna have a duel, Yugs!
Now then, I believe our next witness is Miss Jinxie Tenma, a maid at QB Manor. I believe we can proceed now if the witness is ready, that is. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, she's so cute. Oh, man. That's so good. I love that so much.
Nariyan, leader of the 100 demons. He really does exist.
Wow, that is one well-polished tray.
Witness will show her face while in court, or her testimony. We've never had faceless witnesses. Wait. What is it? My child. Huh?
Be gone, Nariyan, leader of the 100 demons.
Oh, you think I'm a yoka? Well, I was once known as a judicial monster of sorts.
That's what they
That's
called
what
me
called
back in
me
college.
The beast of the bar, the demon of due process, if you will. Jolly, you say?
Jolly.
Yeah, this is absolutely.
And in this corner, we've got the beast of the bar, the demon of due process.
100%. That's the whole Enmedio these nuts.
And Medio D's nut.
My charm has no effect.
The demon of due... That's not her voice. The demon of due process? Not sure I can see that one.
I like how even Taka had like, whoa, holy shit.
Now, you little scamp.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I trust you know why you're here.
No.
Bags.
Bags? Oh, that tricksy Tanuki. Try the noodle stand, and go enjoy a big bowl of Tanuki tail noodles while you're at it.
Aldun
Everyone's
just
a
shows up.
comedian.
No, I meant your bags. The ones under your eyes. You must have trouble sleeping.
These are Gucci.
Here, this charm will keep Azuki Arai away.
Azuki-arai, the yokai that washes Azuki beans.
As a kid, I use nuts.
The only thing needing washing will be your father's neck before I take his head clean off.
Azuki Karai often keeps people up at night with the noise he makes washing beans. But if you stick this charm on your forehead, you won't hear him anymore.
She's being so nice to him.
No.
Is that so? Well, thank you.
Looks like Prosecutor Blackwell got more than he bargained for.
Now he has met his match.
Not enough alone, but together, those two are just plain creepy.
Your testimony, if you please, Miss Tenma. Specifically, whether or not you saw Tenmataro in crime scene.
No. Fuck.
But I used Hamataro in the Fox Chamber. When I opened the door, I saw... Yes! Now I remember. Yokai! Yokai right there in that room!
So there was a yokai at the scene of the crime.
Lots and lots of them!
Wait, more than one yokai. Did Tenmataro happen to be among them?
I don't know, I just don't know! All I know is the room was swimming with guy. Kasha, Norikabe, Seto Daisho, they were all there!
I don't fucking speak Japanese.
What is this, ghost stories? Well, this is an unexpected turn of events. We've gone from no yokai to a flood of...
This is ludicrous.
Luda!
You would have this court listen to this delusional little scamp's testimony.
Look, it's Freddie Mercury, lead singer of the band Queen.
Your Honor, I believe her memory is simply clouded by fear. But a quick therapy session should ease her mind in front of all these people.
Gameplay!
With the court's permission, of course, and not Jigsaw.
Oh, finally, some fucking gameplay. Please proceed, Miss Sykes.
You sure you know what you're doing, Athena? Fuck no!
Not one bit. She's obviously not herself. The trauma of discovering that crime scene,
Fuck, this smells so good.
and the fear of testifying have her dazed and confused. A regular ball of confusion. But my analytical psychology-based approach should be able to help.
Bottoms up. Shit, that's good. Fuck.
You okay?
Yeah. It's really good.
What? We took another shot.
We,
I
for the viewers
understand.
watching at home, we cannot see Kate.
unless I go over to the actual stream.
I just have the chat popped out, so.
Any objections, Prosecutor Blackwell? Shall we let Miss Sykes proceed with gameplay?
Water doesn't taste very good after it.
It makes no difference to me. I don't know why I said that very slowly.
It's a bit
Do as you
threatening.
will. But I doubt we shall get any viable testimony. She'd be better served by bearing witness to the sword skills I forged in a distant land.
We get it. You studied the blade. Shut up.
In a distant land, he went to San Francisco.
The distant lands. Baltimore, Maryland.
I'll show
Harvard,
you.
Massachusetts.
You can have gameplay as long as it's not Apollo's, because fuck him.
In his own trilogy.
I'll show you.
Widget!
Me when I'm all for therapy.
San Diego Comic-Con.
Did I see Tenmataro in the Fox Chamber? Oh, when I opened the door, I saw. Yes, now I remember. Yokai right there in that room.
Found something. Ugh. Looks like an out-of-control emotion.
Athena? What exactly are we looking at here?
Garfield's nightmare at Kennywood Park in Pennsylvania.
Damn right.
It's the Wiggles Big Red Car Ride.
It's the Winnie the Pooh ride. Where he like floats around the room. Gameplay, Apollo! Gameplay!
Oh, this?
Oh.
It's gameplay.
Oh, this? It's gameplay. Wouldn't you like to have it?
Wouldn't you like to
Right
know, Weather
here.
Boy?
Right here, you can see images and emotions extracted from the witness's voice.
Toot toot chugga chugga big red car, Apollo. Whoa! You mean that little thing can do all this?
Pretty cool, huh?
Dear, I thought it was just some kid's toy.
Unfortunately, all I'm getting is an overflow error right now. See how sad is brightly lit there at the bottom left? That's like my baseline emotion.
I was about to say.
She's under an uncontrollable amount of distress, which is masking her other emotions. It seems the sheer terror she experienced has made her a confused mess.
So, all those yokai she thinks she saw are a product of rampant emotions?
Yes, that's right. Her fear has instilled in her hallucinations and false memories.
Bitch, me too, the fuck?
She's seeing normal everyday objects as monsters in her mind. It's a form of schizophrenic hallucination. I don't think you should use that word, Athena. I don't think that's what
Athena,
this
I
is.
think we moved
I don't
past
think
that
that's
one.
what it is. You are 18 years old. I don't think this is why you don't give medical license.
Psychology major derogatory.
Hey, Athena! No, it's
okay.
not.
I can say it because I went to school for psychology. No, that's exactly why you shouldn't say it.
Hallucination brought on by emotional trauma. And the trauma in Jinxie's case is fear.
So she was and still is seeing ordinary objects as yokai. She took the AP Psych exam and she was like, I got it!
We'll have to find the root cause of her extreme fear before I can treat it. Now,
She's literally
let's see.
neurodivergent and a minor.
Apollo, can you point out the yokai on the Wheel of Fire? She seems
Goodness
particularly
gracious.
terrified of that one.
But it's a cute little cat!
Start by pressing the probe, Q. Next, point to what's causing Jinxie's out-of-control emotion. Finally, tap probe again, R, to try to get to the heart of the matter.
Okay, let's give this a try. You know what? I'm glad they explain it this fucking slowly.
Because you're
Cause it's a week.
you're chugging.
It's a week between. I'm dumb. Got it! Got it!
Got it.
Jinxie, what's the name for that yokai on the Wheel of Fire?
That's Kasha, a yokai that steals the bodies of the recent. I bet it came to steal the aldermans.
It's almost creepy how well that fits the actual situation.
Exactly. It's a form of hallucination where the patient can't see things for what they are. There must be something at the scene of the crime that she's mistaking for Akasha. Apollo, you need to point out what she thought was a yokai on the Wheel of Fire.
I'm glad one of us does, Apollo. I think I know the answer now. Jinxie, that wasn't Akasha you saw. Could you have possibly mistaken this for Akasha? Just the fucking chandelier or like the fucking head? Can I turn the room?
No.
No.
It's
Damn.
just
the chandelier. It's just the chandelier, girly.
Take that!
The light fixture.
This one right here. It has a flame design and is up there on the ceiling. There was never a yokai on a Wheel of Fire. The Kasha you saw was just a light fixture.
Oh,
My bad, sorry. Okay. Why did I have to next that?
That's one memory back to normal. Nice job.
Just do it 6 more times.
Now that you got the hang of it, it should be a cinch to point out the rest.
Jinxie, what about this white wall-like monster?
that's Nurikabe. It's a wall monster that blocks your way or leads you astray.
Aw. That's no yokai, Jinxie. It's a folding screen.
Nuh-uh.
And this raccoon dog isn't a tanuki monster. It's just a statue of one. And look, these are just coffee cups. And this right here, it's nothing more than a fox statue.
Oh, I don't know what I was thinking.
My bad!
You did it, Apollo! Her extreme fear is under control now.
Yeah, that's all just my eyes playing tricks on me. There weren't any yokai after all.
You also don't do this if someone's having hallucinations in front of you.
Yeah.
Don't do that!
See? A clear-cut statement. That's the power of my psychology and your intuition, Apollo.
And you're pointing obvious shit out.
Good job.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I...
No, it's okay. I have the transcript in front of me. And just
Good.
like I thought, there never really were any yokai in the Fox Chamber. Right, there never were any yokai. So the defense is asserting the exact opposite of their original assertion.
Wait. Jinxie, what about Tenmataro?
There wasn't anyone there dressed up as Tenmataro or any other yokai either. Them's the tough breaks.
Tough titty kid.
I remember it clearly now.
You've
Gotta
be
joking!
That went better than I thought it would. Good job, dang.
Order in the court.
I think we just dug our own grave.
Oh, allow me to push you on in. It's the least I could do.
You're such a gentleman.
Yes. I love that.
Jesus!
You were just like normal until he broke the chains, and then you're like, oh.
Listen, I don't want to talk about it.
Apollo, can I interrupt your freak out for just a minute?
No! I am having a moment here!
Implying that freak out is not also Apollo's baseline emotion. like you do that,
Hold
like
on.
you do widget on Apollo and it's just fear.
Fear.
I'm still picking up some noise. It's an unexpected emotion.
I love Inside Out too.
Does that mean Jinxie hasn't remembered everything yet?
Exactly. We should be able to get something else out of her. I'll enter the new information we have and run an update.
Athena, I have an anxiety disorder. You can't ask me that. Hello, new friend.
Isn't she so cute? My legs gave out and I fell to the floor.
So I don't remember if the game tells you this or not, but you also have to like not just look for like weird emotions, but also look for intensity of emotion too. Sometimes it's not very clear in telling you that.
Oh, that's right, yeah. All moved down on the table and Papa collapsed in a chair. Nobody else was there, and that includes Samataro.
So you're more afraid here than supplies, so we're gonna go back a little bit.
So that's surprise.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one is fear and sadness.
Yeah.
Right, so if we pinpoint this one as being very, very strong.
Yes, but what?
What?
I'm just saying, shouldn't you have a strong surprise with that?
I don't fucking know. I went by, you said strength. So okay, I found the one where it was strongest.
No, you have to look for ones that are off.
Okay, fine. Alright, my autism's working against me. Okay.
So it's strength and weakness.
Uh-huh.
Hello? Is there anyone in there?
Yes,
Not if
there
you can
is someone
hear
at
me.
home, and that someone is gonna try again.
Okay, so
Okay.
Big
alright,
sadness,
fine.
big surprise.
I have to use my little
big
brain.
sadness, big surprise.
My legs
Small
gave out and I fell to the
sadness, big
floor.
surprise.
Big
Sadness.
surprise. I'm in the Fox chamber. The Alderman dead on the table, and Papa collapsed in a chair. Nobody else was there. That includes Tenmataro. Hold on.
What? Oh god.
Snap, crackle, pop. The blue is both sadness and fear, just so you know. Which I think was kind of dumb, to be honest.
Got it! Yeah, boy.
The amount of fear you felt is rather low, despite your legs having given out from fright. Could something have lessened your fear? Seeing the face of someone you trust?
Actually, I did experience a sudden burst of courage at that moment.
You did? Where did it come from? Where did it go?
Let me think. Oh, it was Mama. I suddenly felt as if she was there with me.
Okay, I'll enter. I'll enter sudden burst of courage. Now, let's see. Look!
I'm gonna throw down!
I'll kick your ass, I'll kick my ass!
I'll kick anyone's ass!
I said I'm gonna kick his ass.
Apollo, the noise is all
If
gone!
I don't, then he'll kick my ass.
Jinxie seems to have remembered everything now.
Bye-bye.
A sudden burst of courage. Now, where could that have come from? Jinxie, was there something that gave you a sudden burst of courage? Yeah, my fucking mom. I just said that. Were you not listening?
Yes, there was, but I realized I did something naughty when I thought about it.
Any idea what could have given Jinxie that courage?
Alcohol. Well, there is one piece of evidence that comes to mind.
Booze.
Booze! I wonder if she saw something like it at the scene of the crime.
This is like way too loud. Booze!
Booze!
With your sudden burst of courage, anything to do with this? Is it
It
the piece of
boosts
evidence
Jinxie's
that
courage.
boosts courage?
Jinxie, you didn't happen to see a Ninetales flower there at the scene, did you?
The demon lawyer strikes again. I can't hide anything from you.
I regret turning off my air conditioner.
I found a small case with a picture of a Ninetales flower on it. I liked it so much I kept it.
You what? You can't remove evidence from a crime scene!
That's right, young lady. Removing evidence is a big no-no. Now the witness will produce that evidence this instant.
Sorry.
Does seem to be some sort of case. Oh look, something slid out. It appears to be a key.
Key!
Might I have a look, Your Boldness?
Taka
When
fetch.
you walk away, you don't hear me.
Ah? This is none other than the master key to the QB Manor.
Are you certain of this, Prosecutor Blackwell?
Shingles the keys in front of the judge like a toddler.
Sorry, your boldness. It matches.
Good taco. Who's a good little taco?
Who's a good little taco? Who's a good little bird? It matches the serial number of the key that went missing after the murder.
A master key that went missing. I don't like the sound of that. Now this is a tofu boyfriend.
Our little scamp here has stumbled upon an article of unimaginable consequence.
That's a little melodramatic, don't you think?
I'm trying to hit word count. just don't know.
This paper has to be 2,000 words. This paper has to be 10,000 words.
I was gonna say like 2,000 words. Goddamn. Okay.
Heed these words, for I shall say them but once. The sole key to the Fox Chamber has been in this little scamp's constant possession.
No.
Ergo, she was the sole person who could use it before, during, and after the murder. Indeed, verily I say.
Go.
Which leaves the master key as the only other key that could have opened the chamber. But this master key was found in a room that had been locked by this girl.
And your point is?
Until Jinxie Tenma opened the Fox Chamber with her key, the room had been locked tight from the outside world. And there was no one else in there, save the victim and his killer. I trust you have figured it out for yourself by now. A killer other than Mayor Tenma himself would be utterly inconceivable.
No! Have we considered the yokai that jumped out the fucking window?
How could this happen? Ugh!
The defense's assistant will refrain from growling her frustrations.
Athena, are you alright?
Ugh, I know Mayor Tenma's innocent. This sucks.
Get him, Widget!
You out of misery.
Please do.
Can I decline your offer?
Abandon your client and your misplaced faith. There we go. I'm still waiting. I'm sorry. I said the line.
Okay, good.
That will make the inevitable guilty verdict far easier to accept.
Great, now he's playing Simon Says with us. He's not gonna fool us with his stupid mind games. Athena, don't fall for his tricks. His hot tricks.
Now I'm the one who's dazed and confused. I can't even think straight.
I didn't think you knew how to do that before.
I mean, yeah, but...
Hey, are you alright? She fell right into his trap.
Now I suggest you make a mad dash from the courtroom and into the wild blue yonder.
Oh,
Only
it's
by
a
running.
great Doctor Who episode.
Only by running shall your mind be cleared and your conscience cleansed.
Alright, I'll be back in 10.
No! Athena! Stay with me, Athena! Don't let yourself be twisted by that samurai.
Twisted Samurai, you say?
Twisted samurai! You
Apollo?
just like, Athena!
Ow!
Mr. Justice,
Stay with me,
I heard-
goddammit!
I heard the word objection, but what did you object to? I don't fucking know what's going on anymore.
Oh, right. That objection was more of a reflex than anything else. I was hoping something would come to me while I was trying to stop Athena.
The court is waiting, Mr. Justice. Though sentenced now, I'll be forced to declare your client guilty and your legal skills suspect if this is it. Not only will your client be, but you will suck so bad that you may have to go under review.
Why?
Do you have anything that could open case?
Well, actually, I do. I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine.
Apollo, you do have something more than your cords of steel, don't you?
Not really, but we'll be fine.
But
I've got absolutely nothing, but that's never stopped me before.
See, this game is funny.
I have to explain how the real killer could have escaped that locked room.
it's funny
Even-
when they don't
even when
explain the joke.
Even
This
when
is
it's
this
boring,
is
it's funny.
It's all over if I don't.
Apollo. I think
Can't
Apollo.
get the fucking line. There we go.
Apollo, this calls for a new approach.
Kill him.
Try to
Kill
think
him.
outside the box.
It's time for a turnabout.
Or in this
Think
case,
differently. We
Gyaku
both know
this-
it's a clock.
This 10.
Gyaku this 10. Or in this case, inside the box. What a doozy that locked room is, too.
I'm gonna Gyaku this 10 later tonight. Well, Mr. Justice, hey! Do you have anything that can counter the...
No! You bet I do!
Apollo,
real
killer-
Believe in yourself.
That voice sounded familiar.
I don't know who, though. The real killer must have escaped from the locked room one way or another.
Vague conjecture shall only earn you a taste of my blade, Justice Dono.
Oh, yeah?
Is that a
Final
promise?
dinner first,
Is
jeez.
that a promise? Is that a promise? Time to do or die, literally.
Is Shake Shack open? Sorry. The judge is like, hold on. The defense will now explain how it would be escape the locked room. I'm like, can I order Shake Shack at 10 at night?
You might be able to. I don't know when Shake Shack closes.
Are you sure about this, Apollo? Can you order Shake Shack at 10 at night?
You sure about this, Apollo? Can you really explain what happened?
I'm fine! We just need to think this whole escaping the locked room thing over from the beginning. So,
We have to make a manga.
we have to make a manga! Let's see. If the killer had escaped, how could they have done so? Through the window! Through the wall! Through the vent!
The choices are pretty limited.
We are revolting children.
The room has a window, but... The sweat's not dropping down his It doesn't open wide enough for anyone to get through, and there's a sheer cliff outside.
I have to snowboard!
Come
Come on.
Come on.
As for the air vent, it's up too high, and there's nothing you could stand on to reach it. And needless to say, the forbidden chamber wouldn't open no matter what we did, so that's out.
Yeah, that's why we gotta keep the solution simple. Like they say, simple is best.
You know, that famous saying that everyone knows, simple is best.
If only there was a two-word way of saying that exact same thing. We need to rule out all of the absolutely impossible escape routes. Then whatever is left just might lead us to how Fox Chamber was compromised.
It's
Herlock
like Herlock
Sholmes.
Sholmes used to say, yeah.
Your Honor, the defense proposes that the killer escaped through here.
Well, if it wasn't the window, it wasn't the chamber, it wasn't the air duct, what could it have been?
The fucking door, I guess.
The fucking door!
Door!
The hallway door? I mean, well, I guess you could walk out of a door.
okay?
Herlock Sholmes 2, baby.
It would appear you've already forgotten.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Sorry, I
heard
don't know if
that.
that came up on the. I'm gonna die. Anyway.
It would appear you've already forgotten. The only available key until Jinxie Tenma came on the scene was within that locked room. How would one exit the Fox Chamber and then lock it without a key?
I should have seen this coming.
Remember, Apollo, keep it simple.
Simple. Right. I could understand if the killer had exited the room with the key, but...
Well, Mr. Justice! Hey, the hits keep coming. Take a shot. Prosecution has some fine Japanese... Explain yourself, please.
On it, boss. I'm fine! I can explain myself! Give me 30 seconds. Why is this shit, like, not hitting? I would expect this to do something by now.
Sometimes you need to stand up. But.
I can explain myself! The Fox... the reason the Fox Chamber's hallway door was locked was because they locked it... Well, hold on. They found it inside the room. Aren't there 2 keys? Hold on. Simplest answer is just... they locked it from the outside.
Yeah, we don't have the key as evidence.
God
yet.
damn it.
Yeah, because so it's like if the killer killed the guy and then knocked out the other and then left through the door.
Just simplest answer is they locked it from the outside. The only thing that's like... Okay. What if the room was locked from the outside? In other words, hold my hand, the killer took the key through the hallway door, then locked it out!
Consider this. The master key was found inside the tightly locked Fox Chamber.
So true.
The key was removed from that room is a blatant contradiction of fact.
Not if they threw it back through the open window.
Exiting the room before locking the door would require taking the key outside. But the key was found inside the room, which does seem like a contradiction.
If only we could explain both. There are 2? Are there 2? Like, how the key could be inside the room and be used to lock the door from outside.
Well, let's see if the defense can respond before Prosecutor Blackwell draws his sword. How could the master key be at the crime scene despite the room being locked tight?
Throw it in!
Threw it
Throw it in!
Throw it in.
Threw it in.
Throw it in.
What if someone threw it into the room from outside? You know, something like go out the hallway door, lock the room, and then toss the key back in through the window. That would explain how the master key could be inside the locked room.
And where would you throw it from? There is a cliff outside the Fox Chamber's window. Throwing the key in from there is an impossibility.
What about the vent? Oh! Right.
I wonder if the key could have been tossed in from somewhere other than the window.
Like the vent? Somewhere other than the window.
Like the van?
Like the vent? Could the key have been tossed in through somewhere other than the window?
Can you point out where the key is?
Can you find the other entry point into the Fox Chamber?
The air vent.
That's right! The air vent! Can you say air vent in Spanish? I can't! Yes, the window may be out of the question, but the air vent's not.
Yeah, we can't
Oh.
because they don't let us localize these games into Spanish anymore.
Oh, that's right. The Fox Chamber's air duct leads out into the hallway. That was a weird way to...
Where did, yeah. That's right. The real killer entered the air duct from the vent outside the Fox chamber, then dropped the key into the room through the vent inside the chamber.
Oh, variation.
Ugh,
Bum, 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 bum.
that's preposterous.
All right, Temsic, put your money where your mouth is.
That explains how the key got in there after it was used to lock the door perfectly.
Mr. Justice, I don't get it. Ugh.
Don't worry. I'll explain it so even your honor can understand.
Me when I get turns to
His face.
pursuit variation.
He was like, bitch. First, the real killer, disguised as Tenmataro, murdered the alderman in the Fox chamber. Then, they fled the room through the hallway door and locked it. Next, they entered the air duct from the vent outside in the hallway. Finally, the killer tossed the key into the room through the air vent in the ceiling there. All that was left to do after that was go back through the duct and flee the manor. Well, Your Honor, could that be any clearer?
Amazing! Even I could follow that. Not guilty.
Not guilty.
The judge seems really pleased.
That explains everything. The real killer was someone dressed up like Tenmataro, and there was someone else other than the mayor and the alderman in that room.
Hey, it looks like that lawyer's being the jailbird prosecutor. Oh, that was a total turnabout!
That massive forehead of his seems so much more attractive now.
So true. Order, order, order! I say. What
Now that
mine?
I've proved a possible third party, I don't see how our client could be guilty.
Silence.
Uh-huh.
A valiant effort, Justice Dono. But your final thrust missed its mark. Ah, yes!
Thank you, Hotwired Gaming, for the 1,000 bits. And for rightfully claiming your #1 spot on the leaderboards. Oh,
Both that little scamp and the tricksy Tanuki saw the yokai after it left the room.
Me when
Then
Blackwell
what?
calls me a scamp. Ah, you should.
aw.
Did that irksome yokai simply go through the foyer? Oh, I think I usually said foyer or something, but I don't care. Foyer and waltzed right out the front door.
That's exactly what happened. The killer fled from the. Okay.
But that is impossible without being spotted by the foyer security camera, that is.
No, it's fucking not.
The electric eye here would have captured any pesky little yokai trying to escape. However, there is no sign of Tenmataro anywhere in the security footage.
What?
Save for the foyer entrance, there's no other way to flee the manor, is there?
I don't feel so good.
I throwed it up.
Mr. Wright, I don't feel so good.
Thank you. I don't know what's happening. Mr. Wright, I flew up.
Wait, I believe there is one other way to escape besides the foyer entrance. There's a large window in the foyer. It's possible to escape through there without being seen by the security camera.
Hey, you're right!
Silence.
No. Must I point out every crucial detail to the defense? Can't have shit in Detroit.
Shit in Japan for you.
It seems you lack not only brains, but investigative prowess to boot. That is the cliffside of the manor. The only killer escaping that way would be a dead one.
No!
Why did you make that French, Athena? You didn't have to do
I
that.
don't know, I just wanted,
I wanted to be
just wanted
included.
to be included.
Wait, so the killer didn't escape out the foyer window?
What the hell, right?
What the fuck, right?
Fucking hell, right?
I suppose your next proposal is the killer sprouted wings and flew off into the sunset.
That mean the killer really was a yokai.
If only we had some sort of evidence that could point to a flying killer.
Who's saying we don't? As completely far-fetched as it might be.
What? You're saying you could prove the killer could fly?
We've proved weirder. We've proved
Well, I
weirder.
have, not you.
Whoa. I thought I was the one with the cords of steel.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
Your Honor?
Just do it. I don't care. Go.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck
Just
it.
Do it.
Oh my god, where the fuck is it? There it is. Jesus.
Go for it. I don't
Do
even
it,
care
you
anymore.
won't. I don't fucking care. Mr. Wright, we think this case might have a flying culprit. No, we're not doing this again! The killer flew! Take a look at this special edition paper.
Tenmataro, real or flight of fancy? What does this article prove, Mr. Justice?
That's right, it was Taka! The photo in that article was taken shortly after the murder.
Are you high? She's
Really high up.
Yep.
Maybe the yokai in that photo is the killer shortly after they fled out of the window?
Mr. Justice, you're not seriously. Why am I surprised?
Oh. I mean, it all adds up.
I can assure you it's quite based.
The killer, disguised as Tenmataro, flew away. You know, by some way or another.
Silence.
Justice Dono, what the fuck?
It's
That
your
image
brain
is
that has
not
flown
but
the
trick
coop.
photography or some other form of artifice.
Okay, then how about the Tenmataro figure Mr. Filch saw? It just vanished into thin air?
No, there is a rational, common sense explanation for that. That infernal yokai, our tricksy Tanuki witness, never reached the entrance. He, or should I say she, turned back before the camera's electric eye.
She? I don't like where this is going one bit.
Now, the fact that we know the yokai had come from the Fox Chamber means that it was likely means that it was likely either Mayor Damien Tenma or his daughter, Jinxie Tenma. However, we know that Mayor Tenma was already unconscious at that time.
Not good. Not good at all.
I mean, when I.
Do you understand the gravity of the situation now, Justice Dono? The falsified yokai remnants. And the appearance of Tenmataro were the work of one individual. And that individual is none other than Jinxie Tenma.
Okay.
She Tenmataro.
Ah, no! Fuck!
Order! Order! The defense will stop competing for the greatest freakout ever.
The little scamp
No.
was, no doubt, simply trying to protect her father. And it's no wonder that her superstitious mind conjured up this mad masquerade.
Isn't that isn't that a, oh my god. Man, that joke would have been really funny if I could think of the fucking series I'm trying to pull.
Can I get a
Can I get a beast?
a Mad Masquerade, a series of unfortunate events? My favorite.
I was thinking it was like a Vocaloid
my
song,
favorite
but-
book in the series.
No. Oh my god. Simon Belmont. Castlevania! Isn't that a fucking Castlevania game? That wasn't funny. Anyway. Ow.
That's me. Fuck. Prosecutor Blackwell's assertion makes perfect sense to me. It's far more convincing than saying the killer escaped by flying out the window.
Did you truly believe this could end any other way?
Did we fall right into his trap?
What do we do now, Apollo?
Our case no longer stands without a real yokai. Oh, if only we had one.
Bailiff, kill her.
It is time I interrogated her as the samurai of your wood.
Through.
Detective?
Hold it!
Hi. Mayor Tenma?
This farce is over. How does it feel seeing your own daughter accused of a cover-up most foul?
Tenmataro's true identity is.
Now, Mr. Mayor. It would be futile at this point to claim you were the yokai. After all, you had been knocked out cold by a blow to the skull. Slipping into a yokai costume and roaming about the manor would be all but impossible. Consider this well. As it stands, your daughter will be arrested for obstruction of justice. But if you confess, the prosecution would be willing to overlook her little yokai farce.
Confess? The defendant intends to confess?
Wait.
Apollo, Prosecutor Blackwell's up to his mind games again.
Mayor Tenma, no, don't fall for his twisted words. If you're sent away for murder, Jinxie will be left all alone.
The real killer is.
Mayor Tenma's going to confess unless we do something.
But I can't prove how the real killer could have flown away.
Oh, here it comes.
Ka 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 ka! Look upon me in despair, for ripe is the time for my return.
That is so stupid.
Huh? Oh, I should watch what I wish for.
Ka 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 ka! Foolish mortal!
Why are you gripping? What are you gripping?
What are you gripping?
I am Tenmataro, the yokai you seek!
Mayor Tenma?
Silence! I am Tenmataro, freed from the bonds binding me to the chamber.
Can you stop squeezing my titty?
Behold the return of the Demon King!
What the fuck?
Demon King?
Well, then I think it's time for me to take a vacation! For real. So true, Tapsick. The witness will, he'll explain himself.
Not saying Big Top deserves what it gets, but come now, look at this. He's testing for breast cancer!
Are you saying you're Tenmataro, the yokai we've been chasing this whole time? Indeed, it is I, Tenmataro, the one whom you seek, come to reveal the truth. This child is Tenmataro, you say? Ha! What nonsense!
Look at them biters. So, Mayor Tenma, Is the yokai now? Is the yokai now?
Yokoi.
Listen,
His body is now mine.
So what you're saying is Mayor Tenma's being possessed by you. You're the yokai that Jinxie, Tenma, and Phineas Filch saw. And the one captured in the newspaper photo? Those were all you.
The accursed power of these warning charms prevents me from revealing my true form.
damn, you
They're
got the whole
so-
squad laughing.
They're so fucking over it. That's I love it when it cuts to them like this. They're just like
Damn, you got the whole squad laughing.
they said, "Look at my client dog. I'm going to jail."
I'm going to jail somehow.
Clint Ducky's going to jail.
Your boldness. Can this not be interpreted as an admission of guilt?
Well, a confession by yokai would be quite unprecedented.
Be that as it may, the defense's case has been overturned.
Huh? What?
You claimed the yokai that little scamp saw was some third party, the true killer. The one who escaped from the locked fox chamber. But it was the accused all along.
Okay.
Ironic, is it not?
Are we going with this?
Your yokai
Is this what we're running
turned out-
with?
Are we really doing this?
Your yokai turned out to be real, in a manner of speaking. For the alderman's killer is none other than Mayor Tenma. And the yokai at the scene? That too was Mayor Tenma. Or should I say, our dear Tenma Toro.
Put your fingers. You know what? Fuck it. Do whatever. I'm done. I don't care.
The pieces have all fallen into place.
I
I've connected the dots.
You didn't connect shit.
I've connected them.
How so?
I love the idea that Apollo has just completely checked out.
How
It's
so,
like, I just-
Prosecutor
It's
Blackwell?
like I did this as a favor to Truce. I'm so.
I don't give
done.
a fuck.
Yeah, Apollo is completely checked
There's only
out.
so much I can do at this point.
In that sense, he becomes the true audience self-insert character.
So true.
It seems I must spell it all out for you.
Oh my god.
Mayor Tenma killed the alderman in the fox chamber, which was locked at the time.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
He then removed the warding charms from the forbidden chamber's door.
I'm gonna stand up and close my window and see if that does anything. Oh my god. 30 seconds to be in charge.
Okay. Yeah. Welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. Welcome to episode 2, The Monstrous Turnabout.
I'm here against my will.
I mean, this probably isn't like that. There's probably some precedent for this, right? Like I'm trying to think back, like people just like people be silly,
Yeah.
you know.
I
Didn't do
know, and
anything.
it's like with this case, I know that there's a lot of like cyclical stuff in Ace Attorney where it's like, ah, shit, we went back, but there's so much like he did it, he didn't, he did it, he didn't, and I'm like, god damn it, come on.
Yeah.
We're getting nowhere.
I'm not like annoyed. I'm mostly okay. Let's move on.
I've literally
What
drunk
be
like
yapping?
half of this. I've drunk half this fucking bottle and like
Let's do it.
All right, I
We're
read the
almost through.
line.
I
Like,
promise.
that's
We're
too
almost
much.
through. We're almost through.
we're almost through. We almost got it. There we. I think
Yeah.
you know what? I think that was the shot to do it. There we go.
Thank you, Simon, for saving this case.
But then fell unconscious from the blow the alderman had delivered to his head.
The blow to his head, you say?
Me when I
He
float.
sucked his willy? Are you telling me you sucked his willy?
That's when his daughter, Jinxie Tenma, stumbled on the scene of the crime.
That's unfortunate timing on Jinxie's part.
The little scamp fled in terror, whereupon the spirit of Tenmataro, freed at last from the charm's warding effect, took possession of the mayor. The newly freed Tenmataro then fled from the Fox Chamber.
We're really committing to this, huh?
So you see, the yokai Jinxie Tenma saw was her father, possessed by Tenmataro.
Objection!
That's stupid. But when
Objection, that's fucking dumb.
Objection. Shut the fuck up. But when we arrived on the scene, the mayor was found unconscious. How is that possible? He was supposed to have flown out the foyer window.
Then what? Do you mean to say the maid of Kyubi Manor, Jinxie Tenma, was Tenmataro?
Ugh!
Hold it! Ha 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 ha! That too was easily. Flew about for a time, did I? But presently tired, I made for the Forbidden Chamber. But alas, exhaustion took me unawares to the Fox Chamber, and I knew no more.
It would seem the pieces are still in place.
Is Blackwell up to his tricks again? What the fuck is happening?
I don't know what to say. Is the defendant of real life?
No!
So if the rumor about Major Time was true, I knew yokai were real.
We really did kill the Ultimate just so we could release Tenmataro?
No!
Order! Shut up!
Shut the fuck up!
Now he's got everyone in the courtroom believing in yokai.
It's Simon Says on steroids.
Ugh, when is Emma Sky when you need her?
He wants to convict our client any way he can, even if that means blaming a fucking yokai.
The proverbial ducks are all in a row. You should now have no qualms about finding the accused guilty, Your Boldness.
This is one of the most bizarre cases in my entire career. Otherworldly, in fact. Yokai even be prosecuted under our legal system?
You're all... No! Amy just yelling, no!
That's so good. It adds to the effect so much.
Objection!
No!
Nuh-uh.
Mayor Tenma is just pretending to be Tenmataro to protect his daughter. Plus, I already fucking proved how a third party could have escaped from the locked room. A verdict at this point would be premature.
Since both sides have raised valid points, I
Don't
have no
you
choice.
both sides this?
This is the dark age of the law, where defense attorneys are not to be trusted.
You dark age of the law, literally.
Okay, that's bullshit.
This is but a ploy to gain time for them to fabricate evidence. How will I sleep tonight? Knowing you will not let the sun rise on the mayor's day of reckoning. Justice, Dono.
Objection!
I won't fabricate any evidence.
Silence!
I had enough of my fill of that last game.
Then prove it by joining me.
Heyo.
Damn track 2, Dark Age of the Law.
I know.
A night in the clink will ensure you will not succumb to temptation,
Well, not that one.
but deliver us
Oh,
from
yeah.
evil.
From evil. How about I just promise not to succumb to anything?
You will come to my chambers tonight, alone.
Bring a towel. Things are gonna get wet.
We have both evidence and a confession. The killer is this yokai before us. It is beyond dispute. A guilty verdict is all but...
Prosecutor Blackwell, we've had enough of your hijinks.
I'm sorry. Do you have a shot collar on it?
The foundation of justice is fair play, and you are in serious violation of the.
Hold on, Fulbro. What kind of kinky shit are you into?
Very distant AV in the background.
It adds to the ambiance. What? What in the devil was that? Fulbright, have you tampered with my shackles in some manner? It gets me every
Quite
time.
shocking. It's my special jolt of justice. Each press is a shocking reminder
justice,
to
you say?
behave.
Fulbright.
Now you're gonna behave, aren't you, Blackwell?
I didn't think you taught. Well, yeah, you know what? That makes sense that you dom here, don't you? All right.
You shall pay for this. I, Simon Blackwell, vow to.
Your Honor, you need not fear now. I believe Prosecutor Blackwell will remain on best behavior.
A bit late with the reassurances, aren't we, Detective?
Well, in that case,
Hey, Your Honor?
We're in public right now.
We're on Jeopardy. What is happening?
And this concludes today's deliberation.
We're done. We need to
I
leave.
want to go. Your Honor, can I go home?
We're done. You just go figure out who did it. Court is adjourned.
Yay!
Your Honor said, the judge said, no, we're done. Nuh-uh.
Playtime's over. We're done.
Take a walk.
Your Honor, can we just mulligan the last 20 minutes? Kink shit.
It's so funny. God, I've been waiting for the shot caller to show up.
Ow, my throat.
I feel like if you go back, you can just watch me fucking like change my mind on what the fuck I was about to say. Like, was that a shot? Is that a shot collar?
You know, like that one like picture of like Marina from like Marina and the
Yeah, where it's like, ah! So fucking dumb.
Man, I love Dual Destinies.
I love Monsters Turnabout.
I gotta say, I think we had a good time today.
Oh
We had
yeah,
a good time.
that's not a
Blackwell
debate.
and Fulbright carried, but I think it was.
As they tend to do.
There was some great dialogue in there.
We got some bits in there.
Well, there was some
Ace
funny
Attorney
stuff.
in
but
general is an enjoyable.
this definitely was more enjoyable with close good friends.
Yes.
Like playing it on my own, I was like, oh my god. But
It just
This
keeps
is
going.
Aroused, you might say. This is absolutely. Oh my god, we didn't even get Wabeo. God damn it. Dual Destinies is one of the games to ever exist. This is, I mean, you know what? I respect, I respect, the sequel trilogy for breaking the third case curse by turning it into the second case curse.
Case
and making that one the shit one.
Well, until we get to Spirit of Justice, then it's all over the place.
truly though.
Oh goodness.
No, the second case in Spirit of Justice is arguably the best one.
Oh yeah. Oh, I truly, like, I was like, oh my god, I have faith in Ace Attorney again after I played that one, and then my hopes were very nearly dashed. So, or not nearly, clearly dashed. But
At least Phoenix's eyes aren't blue anymore. So true. Okay, what's coming up? Also, I love the fact that me arguably putting too much alcohol in my system didn't help things at all, frankly. What's coming up? Tomorrow night. If the gang is all well and good, we are finally back to the Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve. Case 1. Sunday or Monday, probably Monday. More Persona 3 Reload, if the game decides to not be an asshole. Tuesday, we have more Yakuza 0 with Ren. Thursday, we have more Baldur's Gate 3 with Nav, and we also have our subs only night, where if you are a subscriber to the channel, we all hang out in call together in the Discord server, and we do something fun together. We've played Jackbox before. We're in a kind of kick of watching movies. I'm very excited for the sub night movie this month. And then Friday the 31st, more Dual Destinies, baby. There's a moth in here. There's a moth in my room.
No.
I might be out next week. I'll let you guys know.
Oh no.
Maybe not Dual Destiny. We'll find out.
Because
Well-
Nicole might be in town.
Okay.
Yay!
Because June and July is gonna be a little tricky. So, because I know I'm moving against my will. So that will be 1 week where I'm out in June, and then I'm leaving the country for the first 2 weeks of July. So
We'll figure it out. It's fine. It's
it's
fine.
fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We'll have some summer fun.
Oh, there will be summer fun. Don't you even fucking worry, baby. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are. I'm glad that bootlegger is hitting now and not, 2 hours ago.
Oh,
Great.
goody.
Yeah. No, I occasionally watch, or occasionally, it happened once where I looked back on that stream when we were both blasted, and you could hear me slurring my words. I was like, Jesus, I did
It
this
was a
in
good
public.
stream, though, in our defense. That was a good stream. And until next time.